Yeah, just all right.
Clapping in. It's official now.
Clapped in.
All right.
Clap in.
Do you guys clap in at all when I'm not here?
We kind of do, but
We half-assed it.
yeah, sometimes Carter does it.
Dakota just does it.
It's a half clap. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not the same without your clap.
Yeah.
All right. So today, we've got this is the biggest episode we've done so far. We've got 6 people here today, so it's going to be a little bit different format from what you're used to. Normally, we start at the beginning of somebody's life story and then go to the end. So today we're going in reverse. We're going to talk about what these guys are doing now because they're all doing really cool shit.
We're going to talk about when they died.
Well, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't go that far.
Let me do this.
There we go. And we're going to go backwards and then just share a bunch of stories. So it's going to be a little bit different format than maybe you guys are used to, but I think it's going to be fun and entertaining because these guys have a ton of stories and do cool stuff. Quick housekeeping stuff. I wanted to say DC Upton brought us this gigantic bottle of Jack.
Jesus.
Yeah, so thanks for that. It might take us a whole day and a half to get through that.
No, it'll take Kevin this episode.
Right? And
Can't drink all day if you don't start early.
And then Greg Bennington from the for our Patreon community,
Yeah.
the Black Site, brought this over, which is Gentleman. Oh, sorry, not Gentleman
Single
Jack,
barrel.
Single Barrel. Yeah, which I think is above the Gentleman Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
Shit, we already have a
nice
open one
stuff.
over
You
there.
sent this. Oh, we'll get through it. And then, Greg, these knives are from you, right?
Well, no. Specifically, I mean, we know Mark Carrion.
Oh, okay.
So Mark Carrion lives in Victoria, Texas, which is like an hour and a half south of Houston. And he's one of our buddies, team guy. And then he does war paint.
So he
That's the
hooked it
coffee
up.
too.
Yeah, we didn't know. I didn't know he did
Bust
coffee.
out a couple of those knives.
Yeah,
so
let's
we can show
pull the
the
knives
viewers.
out. These things are sick.
There.
Yeah, take
Which one's which?
Let's
Here?
just fucking.
I think was this one for Nick with the leather on?
I
it?
don't know.
I don't
No,
think
I thought-
there was any specificity.
I thought you actually said you wanted.
I want the one with the Tonto blade.
I bet you
that
do.
thing's cool.
That one red.
So this one's the harpoon.
That's what she said. Poon.
badass.
Sugar, Mr. Poon.
Yes. Greg already cut himself on it
Yeah,
too.
I did.
No shit.
Sharp as
Which
shit.
which one did you bleed on?
It
already?
says Liberty Risk on them. That's
these
fucking
are
cool.
sick.
Oh yeah, it's got a logo on it. That is fucking cool.
So
man.
I'll take whatever. I'm not a big knife guy.
I like.
If you're handing out guns, let me know. But
Yeah, these are really cool.
Yeah, we're not Sean Ryan handing out cigs.
no
Yeah.
shit. Not yet.
What's the name of his brand again?
War paint.
War Paint. Oh, he does knives and coffee.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Tribal grounds.
That's awesome. I'll take this one.
Good
This
stuff.
shit ain't got like ground up pieces of fucking Indian in it, does it?
Not yet. They charge extra for that.
I mean, could be good. I'll take the Squaw edition.
Oh, is that the
Cherokee blend.
dude? Not to start things
You
off on
fucking insensitive motherfuckers.
not to start things off on a fucking morbid note, but were you guys at Kyle Paulson's funeral?
Yeah.
Dude, so his brother is also a team guy, and that was still to this day like one of the dopest funerals I've ever been to. Sad, but super cool. So his brother went, and Jack Daniels was kind of his thing. So they had him cremated, and we're on the beach in Coronado, and like the guys are blasting off 60s and stuff, like obviously blanks, but it was fucking killer.
Nice.
And there was hundreds of people up on the berm lining it, but there was only team guys down below. And everybody had their shirts off. We put our tridents in our chests with no shirt on. And then all had a shot of Jack. And his brother came by and sprinkled his ashes into the shot of Jack. And we all did that and then carried it
That's
out
a
in
fucking
IBS.
funeral.
Yeah.
And then lit it on fire past the surf zone. It was fucking
Was
rad,
this
dude.
recently?
It was probably 12 years ago, 14 years
okay.
ago. It's not recent.
That's a fucking funeral.
It was
I
cool,
want my
man.
funeral to be like
Right?
that.
I was like, dang, dude.
2008.
I think, yeah, it was something like that. But yeah, it was a little bit gritty with the
His body part.
body parts in the shot of Jack. Yeah, it was cool though.
Yeah, man. It
So
was
his
pretty
coffee
fucking
ground's
rad,
probably
dude.
a lot more less
Yeah.
cannibalistic, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
it was definitely one of the more memorable fucking funerals, which I was just at McPee's the other day, and he's still got a picture hanging up there
Yeah.
with his name and stuff on it.
It was
which
a wild man, dude.
What happened to him?
He shot himself playing Russian roulette.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Playing Russian roulette, dude. Of all
In
things.
Vegas?
And he won the
Yeah,
first time, and
shot.
he did it again.
I mean, where are you at?
He's fucking dumb, not that dumb. He wasn't playing with a fucking automatic. Oh, shit. Fuck.
That guy was living on a different level if you're playing Russian roulette.
And that's, I mean,
Yeah.
he was, dude. I remember
okay.
he lost his, it was, I think 24, 25, but he had crow's feet because he's from Hawaii, but white dude in Hawaii, but he had crow's feet because he lost his sunglasses so often he just stopped wearing them. So he's squinting all the time.
Yeah.
But he also lost his car for like a month in PB. He got drunk and forgot where he put it.
That was him?
That was
I
him,
remember
yeah.
that story.
Was he Team 5?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes sense.
It was,
he was in Delta Platoon.
Yeah, he was a wild man, dude. His nickname was
Hair pie.
Hair Pie and Stunt Cock.
Hair pie?
Yeah.
Dude. So we were in Shaw's and we were going to the top of the fucking Peabody in Memphis it was like a Thursday.
The
and then we had
UFO
this
or something like that?
What's that?
UFO bar or something like that?
No,
Flying
no.
saucer.
Top of the Peabody.
Okay.
The fucking hotel. They have a thing. I think it's every Thursday. But we had this guy with us, this old team guy named TK Davis that was telling stories. It's like, it's as fucked up as this is. It's like story time with Uncle so-and-so, But, dude, we had TK Davis. We had Crimmins, me, Hair Pie, Tage.
Holy shit.
I don't know how many other motherfuckers were in that fucking van.
That's a crew, man.
But TK was telling this fucking story. He goes, man, we had this one dude back in the day. We called him Hair Pie. And we're like, Hair Pie? He's like, yeah, man. It's like that motherfucker got more ass than a fucking toilet seat. And so, dude, as soon as he said that shit, we just looked at fucking Paulson because that dude, he could fall. He got more pussy than fucking anybody I know in my fucking life. Dude.
He was like the most effortlessly cool dude. It was crazy.
Great looking fucking guy. Like literally be sitting in a fucking bar and then like fucking, all of a sudden, hey, a bachelorette party showed up. And you're like, of course it did. Fucking,
Mopping the floor.
Yeah. But dude, he was a fucking one of a kind, man. Good fucking guy.
Sorry, I told you guys it'd be a lot of fucking side quests. So this is basically it. All right, so to bring things back, so our three guests probably do an intro with you first, Greg, and then roll around, and we'll kick it off with some stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greg Froelick, live in Houston now. 14 years in the teams. Part of that was in the reserves. Spent most of my time on the East Coast, or all my time on the East Coast, really. And then now in aircraft sales in Texas.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And originally, Greg and I met years and years ago when he was working for the PBR and Professional Bull Riding League. And
Not past blue ribbon.
no, way more money. I linked up with him in Texas, and I was filming, the PBR and kind of the development of their teams, as opposed to just individual riders. They would kind of build it out like per the city, and fucking ran amok out there.
Yep.
Got drunk and tried not to get stomped on by bulls, but it was a whole different ball game for my faggot California ass going out to Texas and riding with being with a bunch of bull riders. But it was super solid. Also good friends with Tim Spears, so
cool.
kind of mutual acquaintances and all that shit. So
Yeah. We had a good time out there, dude. Just Nick and myself, and then straight up Cowboys.
Yeah, we gotta circle back to those stories for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
yeah.
Did you ride at all?
Hell no, dude.
I can think of a lot of other things I'd rather do than ride a bull.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'd rather skydive without a parachute than ride a
Yeah.
bull.
Yeah. These bulls too. Like these are like the top notch, and it's like,
Yeah, risk versus reward on that.
yeah, dude. No.
That's ballsy.
I've broken enough collarbones.
Yeah. That's some fucked up shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Especially bulls in Texas. I mean, not to say riding a bull in fucking Oklahoma or even Virginia is going to be less of a fucking impact, but you're getting at least some kind of fucking hardcore shit in Texas, dude. You're going to get your shit pushed
Well, I mean,
in.
these bulls, like,
They rank the bulls.
Yeah.
they breed them. So, like, the bulls that go to each competition when you're at the highest level, which is PBR and NFR level, or PC, what is it?
PCR or
PC, yeah.
fuck, I
There's
saw
two
last night.
leagues. This is the top. These are like the pros.
Yeah.
and
Extra honorary. Yeah.
those bulls aren't just from Texas. They are like guys train these bulls all year long. And these are like athletes. So like every year these guys send in videos of their bulls like, hey, take my bull for this competition. So it's like
Really? It's
These
like
guys-
a lottery draft. It's a draft for bulls.
North Dakota, Washington State, like all over the place. Everybody, whatever big competition is, like the week leading up to that competition, like there's a guy that actually receives all these videos. Riley, remember that Riley,
Yeah.
little Canadian?
Oh yeah.
That's his job.
No way.
He took over from.
Just look at how mean bulls are.
He's like, yep, it spins this way or nope. Like, so it's like the top.
One's more bucking, one's more twisting.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's like a whole. They go deep into it.
It's like the combine for bulls, and it's like, now you know it's like, all right, this one's fast as fuck, this one jumps high as shit, this one bucks, this one does this.
Yeah.
And one of the craziest things when I was out there, right, I'm like trying to like get B-roll with my camera, and this bull just like charges the fence, but I'm like looking through the monitor, and I jump back, and I was like, fuck that. And all the rodeo guys, all the cowboys are just fucking dying. They're like, what'd you learn, faggot? And then come to find out, so then I was talking to one of the girls that brought the bulls in. And apparently, like, these bulls just know. The second that they go in a trailer and they go to, like, the arena, they just turn on. Yeah. Like, they know that it's game time. But then she was telling me how, like, her little girl, when the bull's out in the pasture, just, like, fucking off. Like, they're petting it, and you can walk up to it, and it's, like, completely
they're
fine.
like pets. They give these bulls acupuncture. They have chiropractors.
Whoa.
They, like,
Nicotine, gunpowder.
a little stab here and there, maybe. And then if the bulls also, you can tell the difference when a bull, because he knows he's in competition. If he gets, someone rides him for 8 seconds, he's pissed. That's when he'll go after the
No
dude.
shit, so they understand it.
So if he bucks a dude off, he's fucking proud, and you'll see him kind of prounce around, and then he's very easy to get back in the chute.
No
But
shit.
if he doesn't buck the rider off, he's pissed. He's fucking pissed.
You know who may have a worse job than riders is the fucking rodeo clowns.
Those
Guys are insane.
Dude, that's what I was going to say. Because I had a buddy that I went to fucking high school with. After I made it through Buds, I go back to my hometown and talking with my buddy. I'm like, hey, what are you doing now? He's like, oh, I'm a rodeo clown, and we fucking breed fucking bulls and broncos. I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck did you get into that? And this dude was always like a real fast runner and shit.
That
But
probably
I'm like,
helps,
dude,
yeah.
I don't know if I want to get in the fucking ring with fucking.
It's like there's two dudes I don't want to meet in a bar: the guy with the cauliflower ear and the fucking rodeo clown.
Yeah.
No
shit.
Yeah. I'm like, no thanks.
And they're probably hanging out together.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
All right, Colin Shelton. I live in Boerne, Texas, which is northwest of San Antonio. From Houston, run my own company, a commercial roofing company, which is all too exciting. And we do a bunch of stuff with 300 Justice Road. That's kind of taking a bunch of our time now. So it's pretty interesting. It's been a lot of fun, and excited to be here. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't invite you guys. No.
No, we're just
We don't know how we got here. honestly.
you need to talk to Greg about that.
We didn't invite him either.
After 20 dick pics to Kevin, he's finally said yes.
So that's the number. All right.
That's the number. Like, all
Stuck on
right.
19. Now I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Brian Mannion. I live in Houston, Texas, Katy, Texas, actually. Originally from New Orleans, kind of moved back and forth as a kid. But yeah, I'm the chief cook at 300 Justice Road. And 300 Justice Road originally started out as a barbecue team. A bunch of guys from college. It was the address of a house in Nacogdoches where they had about 10 acres, kegerator that never went empty, kind of an unofficial frat house at SFA.
Up on the roof. That place was wild.
Yeah, we got some stories about that spot. But
Nice.
So yeah, about 25 years ago, we started doing barbecue cook-offs. It's really just a way to get everybody kind of back together and hang out and stuff, and just became a really fun time for us to hang out. Every year get together and stuff, and so that just kind of spiraled, and did that for a while, and got a bunch of my buddies involved. We kind of started out doing smaller ones, and then got accepted to do the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Cook-Off, which is one of the biggest cook-offs in the country, if not the biggest.
It's like the Super Bowl of cook-offs.
Pretty much, man. They take the parking lot of the NRG Stadium, and it's about 400 tents, 250 teams. Each tent is like basically like a wedding reception. So it's free booze, food, and they just create this little town of them.
Holy
know.
shit.
And so we got in there and had a kind of a smaller tent. We're cooking for another team and managed to get 10th place in brisket out of like 250.
Yeah,
so we were pretty pumped.
I'll take that place all day.
Yeah, we were pretty
especially
pumped
in
about
Texas
that.
too.
Yep. And
I figured you'd be cooking mostly like vegetables and stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. Vegetable ragu all day. But our affiliation kind of with the SEALs and that thing was in high school. I went to high school with Brian Bourgeois, who was commander of SEAL Team 8. His wife and my wife were best friends growing up, and so we became good buddies. And my high school football coach is part of our team, hangs out, drinks beers with us all the time, right? And so Booge unfortunately ended up passing away. And right about that time, we had actually 300 Justice Road actually had got our own tent at this event, and so we kind of started a deal to honor him, you know, and called it the Brian Bourgeois Military Appreciation Cajun Celebration. So
That sounds good. It's got
in the middle of doing all this barbecue, and because we serve about 500 people a day, on that Saturday we throw down with crawfish, jambalaya, Cajun band, all this stuff.
I need to go to the next one.
Yeah, y'all are coming.
I think we all do.
February, right?
Last weekend.
Yeah, that'd
Yep.
be cool. Last week in February.
Yeah, that kind of led to the relationship of meeting Greg and tying into that, and so that kind of took off, and we loved that. And so it kind of spurred our foundation, and we started to kind of raise money in Brian's name for scholarships for the Houston Rodeo, and donated to a few different SEAL foundations and stuff. So I guess that's kind of how we ended up here.
You got to tell them that story about when Booge squared up with the crane. When Booge squared up with the crane.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, so I got two really good. So that was kind of the deal when, you know, Booge would come home for the holidays, right? Our wives would get together and stuff, and
Like get together?
yeah, leave that out. But
Got a pineapple on the doorstep.
but yeah, no, Booge and I would go. I'd take him and his son duck hunting and stuff. He introduced me to one of my buddies, a guy that goes by the name of Big Water Don, who became one of my running buddies and one of my best friends. We duck hunt all the time. And so when Booge would come in, we'd be lucky to get like a day with him, you know, to take him hunting and stuff. And this one particular time, we had just been like limiting every day, right? Every time we were hunting, we were limiting. So Booze was coming in, we had the steaks, we had whiskey, you know, big campfire. It was just the three of us. So we're like, yes, dude, we're going to smoke them tomorrow. You know, we're all pumped up. So we got to the duck blind. Sure enough, right at light, like two birds just come straight down the pipe, smoke them. We're like, yeah, that's all that happened for the next 3 hours. So we just sat there and bullshitted, right? And it was Christmas morning. So we were like, all right, we can't fuck around all day. So we're leaving, and Boo's just like, hey, let's go jump this slough pond over here.
What's a slough pond?
It's basically just like a long, kind of like a ditch,
Fucking
like a
swamp.
big, right? Like maybe we jumped two birds off of there or whatever. So we parked the truck to start kind of walking up, and we heard this sound. It was basically like a waterfall, you know. It was like, like, what the fuck is that? So it was coming from this tree line back over here. So I'm like, well, either someone built a waterfall over there last night, or there's probably like 1,000 ducks behind those trees. So Boo's just like, gear up, bro. We're shuffling around and shit. So we start creeping. The water's about knee deep. We start creeping to this tree line, and it was cool for me because all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, I'm on a mission with my buddy, you know. So we make the tree line, and I look to my right, and there's probably like 500 ducks just sitting there. And then Booge taps me, and I look to my left, and there's another 500 ducks sitting over here. And so we're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, boom. Probably 3,000 ducks just explode into the fucking air, all fucking
The
directions.
sun goes out.
I mean, seriously, we're shooting here. There's ducks falling. Big Water Don stayed back by the truck. He's fucking shooting. There's just fire everywhere.
He's an attorney, by the way.
Yeah, he's an attorney.
And no one actually calls him Big Water Dot.
Actually, he calls himself Big Water Don.
That's his marketing campaign.
Your Honor?
If you met him, you'd understand.
Y'all meet him.
Sorry, Big Water Don. That's over. overruled.
He was formerly Small Pond Don, but now he's in Big Water, so he's Big Water Don. But so that was all going nuts, and I tapped Boosh for a second. I'm like, hey, let's just chill. So we got back under the trees, and all these birds just came right back and just landed again. And we both had one show left. So before we shot, we were like, hey, let's just video for a second. And it's one of my favorite videos that I still have them, because I pan over to him as I'm looking at these birds, and he's just like, holy fuck. It was a once a lifetime experience for sure. And then the sandhill crane deal. Do y'all know about sandhill cranes at all? Okay.
They're fucking huge.
It's a bird that's about this tall. It's got about a 6 foot wingspan. It's like the third oldest animal, I think, in the world.
I was going to say
right?
one step away from Jurassic Park.
It's basically a dinosaur,
Yeah.
right? And they got this crazy knife beak and these talons and shit. So we started hunting them after years of just like watching them, and they make this fucking sound. It's like, you know, you're like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Like a raptor.
And they don't flap like they just.
Wait, what do they sound like?
Glide. Just shit like that. But they like glide in, so we see a big group coming towards us, and we're like, oh shit, boys, okay, stay down, here we go. And they come all the way in, and we jump up, boom, boom, boom. We're like, yeah, we smoked those motherfuckers. We're all going crazy. I run out to go get one and pick it up, and he just looks right at me. Just stands up.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm like, oh shit, you know, and they're like, Boo's like, kick his ass, man. Come on, get him. They're fucking rolling, laughing, and I'm like, I don't know, man. This thing might fucking poke me in the dick, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. So, anyways, I had to take him down, but yeah, another good piece.
Came out of nowhere.
Dude, yes, they're actually delicious. They're called the ribeye in the sky.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Red meat.
And if we were to cook one,
shit.
if we were to cook one and you guys were to try it blind, not knowing what it was, you would never guess it was a bird.
No way.
No.
Damn.
And they're big. I mean, they're freaking big ass breasts.
Yeah, it's like,
Is
a,
it like
like
a
a turkey
turkey?
breast.
It's my favorite fruit. Breast. Big ass breast.
So let's go into 300 Justice Road and kind of your endeavors and what you guys have been up to.
Well, it all changed this year, really. We were a foundation to. I mean, we threw one party a year, you know, and did a couple other cook-offs just for fun, that kind of stuff, and went to a 501c3 for our donors, and then Greg and I were sitting down at the coast, and it was 4th of July, right?
Yeah, it was the 4th.
Yeah, and so we went over to another town right there on the coast to hang out with some of our friends. And it's probably like 11:30 that morning. All of a sudden, it was Greg and I and him and his wife, and our phones just started blowing up, all four of them. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And they're like, hey, there's a real problem in Hunt. And if you know anything about Hunt or heard anything, it's a canyon. So it goes like this, and there's one road that goes through it, and it follows the river. And there's two camps on that river, one up higher, one lower. Both of them got fucking decimated. And we had friends that were calling, going, hey, do you know what's going on? We're waiting in this parking lot that we don't know if our daughter's still alive. I mean, everybody.
Was like a flood or an avalanche? What
it was
happened?
a fucking flash flood that it just, destroyed that place.
This is the reason why.
Biblical.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a 1,000-year flood is what they said.
This past July, right?
Yeah, July 4th. So it happened overnight at July 4th, like at 2 a.m. There's no communication down there. There's never been any communication. No cell phones, no anything. And that's kind of the beauty of those camps for the kids. Mm-hmm. I picked up my son from one of the camps that got decimated. Saturday before?
Yeah, it was a week.
And this happened Thursday. That's the one, I don't know if y'all remember the pictures where that cabin was just floating down with the campers in it.
Yeah.
And those guys got everybody. It was Camp La Junta. And it was amazing work. I mean, high school and college age kids are putting these kids up on the rafters, and water's going up, and then for some reason the water dropped for a second. They took up to the hills. They saved every one of those kids, but ruined the whole. I mean, that camp was fucked.
And this is the one that really made the news with the the Girl Scouts camp.
So that's
right?
Camp Mystic. Camp Mystic is like a multi-generational camp. All these camps in this area are multi-generational, where your great-grandmother went to Mystic, so your grandmother went, your mom went, you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Like
so,
the Bushes sent their daughters there.
No shit.
yeah, it's
Really?
Legacy stuff.
a lot of legacy stuff. And so at that time, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. We're trying to figure out. We knew there was a problem, and somehow Greg got a hold of. There's basically the mayor of the next town that's right on the way that got fucked too. And I don't even know how you got his number or how you got in contact with him, but he goes, it's fucking bad. And he goes, there's a lot of dead people up here. And so Greg's like, and this is kind of the cool thing that kind of started that, just watching y'all guys work. He looked at me and he was like, you know what? Those police, those fire department, there's a lot of people around there, and they're going to find a lot of things that they don't need that burden to find. I can round up some of my boys. We're used to it, and we'll take that burden off them and get out there and help where we can. I said, all right, well, I'll work it from the outside. You work it from the inside. He took off the next morning out there. We put out the call to Seal Future Foundation. We got guys from everywhere, retired. We had command guy there from East Coast. We had West Coast guys active.
Yeah.
And what I heard is they got award for it. All the active guys that came out. We flew in.
Yeah, like a big time. Like they were working on a active duty award for those dudes. From Will Rax, who's the SEAL motivator now in San Antonio. Good dude. So he's still active. He made it sound like it was like kind of like right below a Bronze Star, some type of award, accommodation, maybe something like that. But
That's cool.
It was.
But we had a lot of active duty dudes that took leave,
Yeah.
to come out there.
No shit.
Yeah.
And some stayed. I mean, I don't know how.
Torres was there.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
that dirtbag?
Yeah.
Hey, Torres was out there for months, man.
Yeah.
And he was.
Yeah.
He did. That guy's. He's good in the water.
Yeah.
But
He's a
Well,
creep.
he's
a
Hispanic.
creep.
yeah, he's a creep.
He's Hispanic.
He's a typical team guy.
There's no fences around to jump. But,
Yeah.
Nah, he's the man.
Yeah, Torres is awesome. But
Yeah, that's pretty badass. Throw up the bat signal and you get
I've never seen anything
cream
like
of the
it.
crop coming
Yeah.
over and helping out. Because I mean, like how many people ultimately were wound up either not found or
One. There's
There's two right now, but
Oh,
one
two?
girl.
Okay.
And that's the one we focused all our search
and
effort
her name
on.
was Seal. Her name is pronounced Seal.
oh wow.
Yeah.
I think it's C.
CILE. Yeah.
But then how many were found alive? But then how many ultimately paid?
There were people found. There was a girl from Mystic that floated on because as soon as the way it went down over there is middle of the night, water starts rising. Their evacuation plan, there's cabins that are right by the water, and then there's cabins that are higher.
Yeah.
And then they have a whole nother side to the camp. Well, their evacuation plan was get the low cabins out. So they took off to go get that. Started bringing them back. Well, the water, I'm convinced it dammed up because there's the debris that this thing was pushing. I mean, I can show you pictures of cars there's an F-250 we pulled out, and it looked like, it was flatter than the couch. You couldn't even tell what it was.
Wow.
They pulled out two cars on top of each other. I mean, it was just debris. Huge trees. There were trees that were actually, I've never seen this before, but that were actually bent over. Not uprooted. There was a shitload of those. Not broken in half. There's a ton of those, but actually bent. I didn't even know a fucking tree could do
Like
that.
a live tree as big as some of those redwood looking trees by the Dell. Bigger than that.
Yeah.
Just
Shit.
Just bent
in
over.
half.
They
Bent in
showed me
half.
a photo last night at dinner because we all had dinner together of one of the guardrails, and it literally looked like a twisted shoestring.
Twizzler.
Yeah.
It's like a
Like
Twizzler.
Like a
Literally like a
corkscrew.
fucking Twizzler.
Yeah.
Like it was, and like wound tight.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a like those baling wire
Yeah.
pullers.
Like those guide wires.
Yeah, like it was so snap tight. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
And
nature's
some
so
asshole cut
crazy.
that off and stole it in the middle of the night. Because it was there for a while. And then you remember
guardrail?
one day it was gone?
It might have been the city that took it down.
No. The city wasn't out there. I guarantee somebody's got it over their bar right now somewhere.
Not the worst idea. We should have done that.
I
We
know.
should have cut
That's
down
why I'm
some of that.
mad. We didn't think about it.
We should have fucking taken some of that lumber, dude.
God.
Like that's selling for it's fucked up, but some of these trees are like legit wood, and yeah,
Always thinking about the wood. So how many of these kids actually were deceased, and then actually how many of you guys actually?
27, well, 28 was SEAL.
Yeah. And that was just that camp. but there was an RV park that got hit real hard down. There was another. I mean, there was all along the river. I mean, it went forever.
Yeah.
And so it was absolute pandemonium. We went in fundraising mode. It's the first time we did it. We put a link out there. We started, raising money and bringing in guys, flying all the team guys in. We immediately, I guess, you got out there, assessed the situation, got a hold of me because you would go out and because they had roadblocks and I mean, it was locked down. And he worked his way in there and then would come out and pop up and call me and say, hey, we need food. All right, well, man, can you mobilize your guys? Fuck yeah, next day.
Well, I remember at one point, I think I had either talked to you or text you or something. You said somebody rogered up a shit ton of like ATVs and stuff and off-road.
Dude, there was so much equipment out there.
Yeah.
Every single redneck out there brought their excavator.
Yeah.
We had horseback. But those guys that was my favorite.
They got horseback excavators?
They do. You should come and check it out, dude.
Yeah, it was there was a lot, all the equipment you can need for the most part until you needed it and then you couldn't get it. And that was part of the problem. You were sharing resources because there's a lot of volunteers out there. I mean, it was tons and different groups. It was like, it felt like Lord of the Flies when you pulled out there, but it was, you would attach to a group and then, they would attach to a different group and they would go, everybody was just trying to find work, going everywhere they could, digging through piles, and these piles are 50 feet high. I mean, they're huge.
Holy fuck.
By
That's crazy.
Multiple, 200 feet long. And it's just jammed up. So it hit a stopping point. And so like the RV park, it all rushed down in one point and it kind of locked in there. And they had to pull these piles out one at a time. They had a spotter up top, excavator, pull it down, and then they drag it. They run dogs through it. But if you found a dog out there, you're taking them. You're with us. And so, but I guess I'm jumping ahead a little bit on that one, but yeah, we found the value of dogs out there because you would get people that would bring their bird dogs out there, and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Dude.
And then we grabbed those prison guys. You're like, you're coming with us. So they stayed with us for a few days, but those dogs missed everything.
Well, we had the game wardens for the first 2 days, and they got pulled off, and those dudes are legit.
Yeah.
Game wardens. Oh yeah.
But you're looking for like cadaver dogs, right?
Cadaver, dual purpose dogs. Yeah. Cadaver and missing person dogs. But
Did you say that prison guys out there too? They had like just on parole, just out there searching and shit?
No, it was like they work for the prison. Texas Department of Corrections. Yeah, work program.
Little urban achievers.
Urban achievers.
Lebowski.
Fucking Lebowski's.
Oh, sweet. The food's here. Do you guys want to take a break and grab some food?
Yep.
All right, perfect. All right, we're back in.
Thanks for the food, Brick.
Yeah, we were starving. We learned our lesson before. If we're gonna be drinking, we gotta get some food.
We learned our lesson.
But we're telling some funny stories on the break. So also on our Patreon, we record there all the like pre-starting of the podcast, and then all the breaks are recorded on Patreon. Okay. So you get a lot more for that.
Patreon, you just enjoyed our lunch break.
If I only had a knife to open this with.
Don't stab yourself.
Thanks.
But so on the break, we're talking about a story that Greg has that ties in with that disaster that we were just talking about. So we're running with that after Kevin gets the fucking whiskey going.
Sorry, we can skip Kevin. So yeah, let's go into like the logistics and just how heavy of an operation it was for you guys to help extract. And what a lot of people don't understand is, the efficiency of what you guys did, how many people are missing versus how many people are found. And I almost wanted to interject previously and just saying, as tragic as it is, I don't think that there's a better state for a natural disaster like that to kind of happen in, due to the camaraderie of
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Do we need some more glasses? You guys want some whiskey?
I'm good right now.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, fuck you.
Ooh, that's good.
Just like the family and not to mention all the machinery and like if that would have happened in California, like everyone would have been dead.
There was a line, so where DPS had the road blocked on the way in. They had roadblocks, and the line was for volunteers was probably 2 miles out. But it was, there's a lot of really good guys, a lot of other military out there, good groups that were doing a lot of good work.
And DPS is Department of Public Safety.
Yeah,
so the
state
law
troopers.
enforcement. Yeah.
They ran the EOC. A guy named Captain Miller. He was a he is a Texas Ranger, and he did it.
No,
Yeah, Miller's a Ranger.
he's a Ranger too,
Yeah,
and he was Green Beret.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So he's like on the National Guard side, and then does
20th group.
Yeah,
or
and run-
19th.
or whatever. Yeah,
runs
one of
their
those
SWAT
two.
program too. I think.
He's part of the SWAT. Like he's yeah.
Just a well-versed man.
And
Yeah.
he was running. I think he's still there because they're still looking for the last girl.
Ooh, perfect.
But
Yeah.
he was running the EOC is Emergency Operation Command, so it was like the jock
Yeah.
with everybody. Like, good dude, man. Like he stepped into that role.
He was forced into that role.
Yeah, he crushed it.
Oh, yeah.
And it was cool that so many people were going to the EOC and trying to figure out what they could help, and a lot of them were a bunch of just dipshits. And so immediately, like when these guys go to the EOC, he's like, yeah, whatever. And then we started earning his trust, and he started relying, tasking us better, doing, and still have a good relationship with him. Like Travis talked to him the other day. Yeah. So it was kind of cool to earn that respect as a group from the guy actually running it and under that kind of duress.
Yeah, that's cool.
So what was one of kind of like the rescue operations? Like, and was there at any point in time that 300 Justice Road, like literally just swooped the kid up and kind of pulled him to safety, or was it more kind of like
There's no
CSAR?
pull.
There is no pull. It was a recovery mission
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah. But now you're still, I mean, poor SEAL, that's all just bone somewhere buried underneath, probably even 40 feet of rubbish. And
Probably 6 foot of silt too,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
all that silt came down. You can't. So the dogs would hit on them. We've got dogs going back out there this week. A lady from probably lady named Candy. So once we realized kind of what's going on, we realized, okay, we need better dogs. We need sonar. We flew in a West Coast guy, active West Coast guy. Dude sent all his sonar equipment there. Ran through that. We bought, went to not Oceaneering. Had another guy that was a former team guy that hooked up a deal to get more sonar. There was no sonar out there.
Yeah.
There's
Side
hardly any
scan, like
divers.
ground penetrating fucking radar shit. And
Yeah, but you can't. The problem is there's so much debris in the bottom.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like, it made it pretty difficult. So they would dive just meticulously by hand and then find something and they come on, hook a chain up to it, pull it out, see what you got. Because there's still trucks, cars, all that stuff under that water. And that water's not that deep. But the silt under there is 4 to 6 feet easily. And it makes it, creates a challenge.
Yeah, that sounds like a tough operation.
so explain for the listeners. Sorry, Red.
Oh, I was going to say, because we've already been talking about this for like 25 minutes, so we should probably get to other stories at some point. But Greg, you had a funny story that you were going to tell on break about somebody I think you were describing it as like the most Texas thing you've ever seen.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, so it's going back to the flood, but we were down in this riverbed. So think like Young Guns, when they're evading.
Oh yeah.
And they're riding through like the riverbed. So it was kind of like that, and this was probably a third or fourth day. So we're still kind of operating we were doing whatever we wanted, and so we're down in this riverbed, and there's like a bank in the middle, and there's a recovery in that area. It was like a good catch, not a good catch point, but it's an area of interest for sure. Like where the water and the how the land moved. It was like, this is where a lot of stuff got pushed. But so we're down there and all the boys are, with chainsaws chopping logs, and there's a system, chop the logs, get them out, dogs. And then these skid steers, like bobcats, would pick up the logs and move them out and, come in for the next load. And so the skid steer, can turn 360 and it has, probably a couple 1,000 pounds of logs ready to transport, and it turns real fast. So it's like the freshly chopped end of like logs.
Oh shit, yeah.
And our boy Robbie was standing there, and it was just a mistake. He got smoke checked in the face, dude.
As it's turning.
Like fast. And that's a lot of weight, dude. Coming, and I didn't see it. I was looking up on the hill for something else, and all we heard was medic.
He probably didn't see it either.
He said he wanted to do it. He's like, dude, I've always wanted to get hit in the face by a bundle of logs.
Wish granted.
Yeah.
And so all we heard was medic, and I was standing with Brad Erickson that I graduated with. You put him through training too.
Yeah.
Officer, good dude. And so we turn around, and like by that time we had combat medics and everything on the scene. And like, you know, when you, it's like, what just happened? And they're like, oh, he just got hit in the face with logs. Like, no, he's fucking dead. Like, but medics were there, and then we had the two guys on horseback. I still don't know who they were. I wish we could track these dudes down because they're badass. And like, you know, some of the waters, you know, comes up to the bridle on a horse. So it's pretty deep. And we didn't have walkie-talkies at this point, but up on the bank was all the medical staff and everything that we're working with. But these guys on horseback, like, they're just standing right behind us. And Erickson and I just like looked at them and we're like, dude, you need to go across because no walkies or no comms. It's like, can you go get somebody? And he's like, yeah, roger that. And dude, he just fucking hauled ass, like barreling through the water like you would see in like a Western movie. It was badass, dude. Like up the bank and then
Neil
like,
Diamond Phillips over there.
it was, yes. He was
Lou
kind of,
Diamond Phillips.
he
Neil
was,
Diamond.
he was a little darker skinned. I'm not gonna lie, dude. And this guy was badass. And then he got up there and got one of the fire department dudes, and they had a helo on standby to like come airlift him out. But the guy Robbie only needed stitches. In
No
his tongue.
shit.
Just in his
Wow.
tongue. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good luck on that. Wow.
But if you could see it, dude, you'd understand what I'm saying. Like, someone got hurt, you call like for backup, and you got
Yeah.
some horses just fucking.
Fucking all hands on deck.
Just
Yeah.
riding through there like a Western superhero.
Yeah, it was
that's
awesome.
cool.
It was
That's very
cool.
cool. There's another story that you were talking about before we started as well that has to do with the review of Danny's. Because you guys were at Danny's not last night, but last.
We tried to go last
So
night.
we tried to go in
So
close.
we went to McPee's. And so one of you guys,
those are yours.
please explain Danny's like to the audience.
Oh my
For
God! How do
those
you
that don't
explain
know.
Danny's?
You two, you guys are West Coast.
Yeah.
Kevin's probably lived there. That's
No,
all.
just
His address changed.
It's a teen guy bar. It's been on. I mean, fuck, dude. There's McPee's, which is like your
That's like the tourist team guy bar.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
the place where you can actually bring like family.
That's where tourists
Yeah,
go to
totally.
see team guys.
Exactly.
You
You
don't
won't
want to
get
bring
your
your
ass
family
kicked.
to Danny's.
Yeah, you
though.
go to Danny's. You actually smell Danny's before you walk in. Like
Yeah.
you walk in, you're like, oh shit, your eyes start burning. You're like, God, who pissed in here? Who dumped out like what do you call the little swill fucking thing where all
the gutter
all
tray?
the drink,
Yeah.
Like who dumped that out like right here by the door? But then you walk in and you become nose deaf to it, and you're like, eh. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
heritage bar.
it's definitely
It
a fucking bucket list place.
It's the most team guy bar of all team guy bars.
Yes.
And then they actually have a separate Danny's. I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan. But
Yeah,
somebody
in Fallujah.
made
In Fallujah.
Yeah, I got pictures of it somehow.
Yeah.
There's a second Danny's over there. It's all like made out of like
Dude,
plywood
they
and shit.
3D printed. They scanned the fucking walls and 3D printed. So then when they built these fucking wooden shacks over there, the CBs built out these buildings over there for dudes to hang out in the lounge. They took these 3D printed fucking huge pictures and stapled them to the fucking wall.
shit.
So literally you walk in, you're like, holy fuck. The mural, like when you first walk
that
into
creepy
Danny's in
ass
the
mural,
front,
dude.
it's got the
Yeah.
creepy fucking mural on the right, and then on the left, it was like all mirrors, but bottles of beer, and then they built it. They built the fucking bar on the left, and I mean, for nobody who's ever been there, you walk in and it's probably, I mean, fuck, dude, it's probably
You could touch the bar from the other
14 feet wide, like the total fucking bar, maybe 15
Yeah.
feet wide. But yeah, you could literally stand at the you could You could touch the bar with one hand and
And
touch
the
the
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
On the other side, and
There
then
might be
it's
two
packed.
windows.
and then go behind the wall or go behind the bar, and it's like 4 feet to the wall, maybe 3
Yeah.
feet.
And then you've got, so everybody gets, traditionally, if it's like a team guy, if it's an event, team guys are definitely taking shirts off.
Pants off.
Sometimes pants.
That's the secret.
Getting on top of the bar and doing the frogman toast and probably fighting after that. Yeah, so it's and there's pictures of like all the team guys that have died over the years. So which is like 50 or 70 now. It's a lot.
Yeah,
like the
it's-
entire walls are covered with
There's
pictures
no more
of the
room.
guys that died. Yeah.
I will say that was one of the most sobering things is just being around that place
Yeah.
from like 2001 or I mean fuck dude you see shit late 90s
And then you see the
have
walls
team
getting
guys
filled
that,
up.
that passed away. They would retire like Pepper Tagle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they put his picture up there.
Yeah.
And then you know dudes that not necessarily were killed in action, but dudes that fucking retire and then like I know Pepper, he was killed. He was contracting and like killed in like a fucking plane crash and out
Yeah.
of like Israel area. I think it was a plane crash in like the Med or
a lot
something.
of suicides too, like Kyle Paulson and John Williams and those guys.
Yeah, dudes that fucking clacked themselves off and shit like that. But then obviously you have an event like Extortion 1-7 or fucking Red Wings where you have like fucking an ass ton of fucking dudes that pay the ultimate price. And I mean, you're just like, God damn, dude. Okay, I'm putting up 31 fucking pictures today
Yeah.
on the wall.
Yeah, it's kind of become like a monument.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a place you go to like have a really good time. It's
Or get good food.
oh, the slam burgers though are so good though.
Not according to the
One
Yelp
thing on
review.
Yeah, they used to have a thing. It was like what best burger in town or something. The Slam Burger, home of the Slam Burger, and you're like,
So,
fuck outta here.
and in order to tee this up, right, Coronado is such a treasure trove of tourists from all around the country and the world. And for the poor dumb fucks that walk into it and have no idea what it is, they've either heard about it or they're just blind and they want home the smash burger. And so Yelp, being the widely used review service, I don't think there's any better nightly reading than going through the Yelp reviews at Danny's. And I think Greg has one for us.
I got one. March 12th, 2011. So you were you were an instructor at that point.
yeah,
For sure.
2 years before I retired.
Yeah.
March.
Where were you on Night of the
So you want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right. Sally X. Well, me and some friends stopped in for a friend's B-Day for some burgers and some beer. Burger was really bad. At least a flat beer helped to wash the taste out of my mouth. They smoked cigarettes inside the place upstairs by the pool table. Gross. Then a bunch of drunk Navy guys come in and start to harass the guys in our group. They assaulted a friend of mine and threw him down the stairs. And they stomped on his face. We had to rush him to the hospital. He still isn't 100% 4 years later. If you like to be
deserved it.
grossed out and severely beaten, this is the perfect place.
Sounds like a team guy bar.
Well, dude, that's the fucking thing too, because a lot of people they walk in there, you would never know that there's an upstairs.
Yeah.
When you see the stairs and go up there, and you're like, what the fuck is up there?
Just
But
don't
then
even look.
Yeah, you walk upstairs and it's literally big enough for a pool table, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, even you're trying to make shots on the side. Your fucking pool cue's like hitting the wall and shit. So the fact that you probably had some fucking civilians walk up there like, oh, hey, pool table. Pow, pow, pool table. Kick down this defeated fucking nerd. Dudes like kick down the fucking stairs. And
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of empathy and grace in that space.
yeah.
Is there an SOP for who can go upstairs versus who's down in the teams?
I don't know, to be honest.
I
I
think
think it's
it's
kind of
just-
whatever.
Yeah.
I figure it would have been like the enlisted club by the pool table and then fucking...
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things definitely where you're in there. I mean, if you're a civilian that's going in to grab a burger, probably shouldn't go upstairs. You know,
Yeah.
oh hey, pool. They're like,
Can I get in on your game?
yeah, I got next. Put quarters on a fucking cigarette out on his forehead.
Those are mine.
Some guys
Sorry, you stupid fuck. Well, dude, it is fucking funny too, because like when you walk in, like the bar area, and then you go a little further, there's like booths on the left, and there's tables, and I mean, as somebody who's rolled in there on like a fucking Friday afternoon with like a troop full of fucking people for an event, or you know,
It's shoulder to shoulder, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you see like a family from Iowa in there with their
Oh,
kids.
just their
like,
eyes are all big,
you know,
dude. Like, what did we get ourselves into?
oh yeah, my granddad was a submariner back in fucking '07, and he said, "Come to this place to get a great burger." And they're like,
You lied,
you know,
dude.
they got like 4 grandkids, and
Yeah.
you know, there's a baby stroller sitting there, and you're just like, oh my god, you
And
guys
like-
just don't know.
Yeah, hand him a coaster to McPeas. Here you go.
You guys should probably leave through the back door.
Yep.
And just head on over that way.
Yeah.
Please, no one kill the grandkids. But,
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just that there are a certain time, especially when something bad happens. It's kind of like the gathering place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's kind of like
Paddle out.
lock the fucking door and check for tridents on the way in. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like you don't want people to be like, it's not safe for them, and it's not good for us if anybody's else around here.
Yeah. I do remember after the Red Wings incident in June of 05. Is it? Yeah, June of 05. Sitting in Danny's at one of the tables, like there on the right before you go into the bathrooms with Tage, Morgan Luttrell. I don't know who else was there, but Morgan was like, dude, I just have a feeling fucking Marcus is not fucking dead. And I was like,
No shit.
I didn't want to be the guy like, bro, shit doesn't look fucking good, you know? And dude, sure as shit, like I think like the next day or day after, it's like, dude, they found somebody alive.
Yeah.
There's still a guy alive, you know? And even then it was like a beacon on his like fucking embedder. They flipped it to the fucking whatever
the
freak.
CSAR channel.
Yeah, CSAR
SOS.
freak. And people were like, oh man, don't get a lot of hope. Like
Yeah.
it might just
Could be some Haji fucking
could just
around
be
with it,
somebody
yeah.
finger fucking the radio, and then dude, sure as fuck, they're like, fucking Marcus is
Yeah.
alive, and everybody's like, holy shit. And that's, you know, me as a parent of twins, and just going, fuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
not to say anyone wouldn't still have hope for their sibling.
There's a lot to be said for that
Yeah.
that connection, though. You
Oh,
know,
for
I
sure.
think that's a real
Yeah,
thing.
twin-
Sometimes
twin
people just
intuition.
know.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Like, that is.
Yeah.
Those guys are everything they're cracked up to be.
yeah.
We're
They're-
pretty close with both of
Yeah,
them. And
those
they
guys
are,
Legit.
yeah.
They
just-
were some of the first people in the water out there. They
Yeah.
just slip in the back of their fucking truck. Like
Yeah.
they don't give a shit.
I don't know how well known the story is, and I'm pretty sure it's true because I heard it from, I forget which one. So you know they traded off during Hell Week.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard from
No
him
way.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He called Morgan in. He was still in college. It's like, dude, I need you to cover. And one of our buddies that's on our cook team is still active, so I don't want to say his name. But he was on his boat crew. And they
No
were like,
shit.
hey, stand here. He was like, nobody else knew except his boat crew.
Yeah, that's wild. So he went in like, what did he do? He took a nap or something for the day, and then it was just like one cycle of because you get checked out.
Well,
I
it's
think
weird
every
because
12 hours
they
or
didn't
something.
they didn't enlist together, right?
No.
It was one after the other. I
One
thought.
went in and then the other one came in, but it was.
Morgan was still in college when he filled in.
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah, he flew in.
I thought one
to
had made it
fill in.
through.
Yeah, I thought
and
they
then
were
the
already in
second one
training
was
at the
going
same time.
through, and the one that had made it through filled in.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. But that's even crazy if you don't know anything about it. You're just like, I'm just going to run around with a boat on my head and hope nobody asks any
Yeah, no shit. It's like this.
Totally.
Like, what do I do? Like, drop down. You're like standing around. Like,
Where's the chow hall?
are you retarded? But yeah, they've
wild.
got the Never Quit podcast that I saw Melanie at the Vets Gala, and we might try and go down there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that'll
Which
be cool.
is right there, right by Houston.
they're in Conroe.
Montgomery. Yeah, Conroe.
Yeah, I think there's some Texas in our forecast because I know that Marcus wants to come on and kind of requested our presence out there.
Yeah.
Marcus Capone, actually, not Marcus Luttrell, but also the Luttrells as well. And then obviously we got to dibble dabble and some
barbecue.
Shit.
Yeah, you are coming to the tent this year.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, Shadow, Texas, do some aerial hog hunting.
Yeah, we have to have a remote show or two while we're down there.
And then you got to take us to the mothership.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Mahalski's going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's out of San Antonio from Sons of Liberty Gunworks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I know something.
but yeah, if we're down there, he'll probably, cruise down and hang out there
fucking
too.
make a week of it.
Actually, let's just stay with him with that new contract money.
We should start taking our milk thistle now for our fucking livers, dude. I know, legit. I mean, it's like going to Vegas for a straight week or some shit.
It's worse.
Yeah.
AK Shot Show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking crazy shit.
All right. So what type of stories? Because there's so many stories. What stories should we get into? The bar fight stories are kind of fun.
Didn't you have one from? What were you saying? There was a story of you and Booge, or not the duck story. I thought you said there was something else.
I've got a booze bar fight story. Yeah, I guess we were probably sophomores. Sophomores in college or something
school?
like that. I was at SLU, I believe. Boosh, I guess, was at the Naval Academy still. It was around Christmas time. Bars get rowdy around Christmas time. Everybody's back in and mixing it up. And I just remember these guys were kind of talking shit, and kind of followed us outside. I don't really think we were like trying to get rowdy, but they just wanted to smoke, and
They got all of it.
they did. I didn't even really get involved. I was kind of getting in the car and I turned around and I just saw my buddy Saldana smack this guy in the face. And then I saw Booze just kind of dancing around with this dude and he fucking pummeled him. But yeah, it was Sherlock's Pub off Westheimer.
That
good
place
time
is
in the
a
parking
real
lot.
shithole.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, good shit, man.
I think I have a kind of a it wasn't a bar fight story, but I told it one time on Facebook like fucking years ago, and people keep reminding me about it as like the spatula story, which sounds kind of weird. But you know how these...
Did you say spatula?
Spatula, yeah.
It's not that weird if you got a midget around.
Well, I got to fight with these dudes that had a fucking spatula. But I mean...
Were they gay? Do they have whistles too?
They're trying to whip some eggs with it.
Come here.
But I mean spatula, I guess it's more like a grill tool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these long grill tools you have, it's metal on the edge.
Yeah.
It's like a spatula.
So forks on one side and kind of knife edged on the
It
other.
flips the meat.
It flips the meat, yeah. So it's got that. But this one had like serrated teeth on one end.
Yeah,
and, like, it was like, I mean, you don't want to get
It's
hit
a
with this
weapon,
fucking thing,
dude.
right?
Yeah,
It's like 3 feet long.
The Weber weapon.
It's a big one, right? So I'm walking back from the bar in PB one night, back when I was living with Mikey, and I was, for some reason, fucking walking back
What
myself.
bar were you at?
Fuck, which one?
All of them?
Which one wasn't I at? Yeah.
Thrusters.
I think it was probably Typhoon Saloon.
You have to say thrusters with a list.
Is it gay now?
No, but
Thrusters is such a weird bar.
it's fucking weird.
Every time I go in there, I feel like the music stops and like there's some joke I'm not in on. I don't know. Thrusters is weird.
Dude, it's weird every night.
Yeah.
Like if you go in there on a Tuesday, it's not the same crowd as a Friday.
Yeah.
You're like, what
Thrust-
the fuck is going on?
Most bars I can usually feel out, but Thrusters, it's just a weird vibe.
Isn't that where that dude War Machine got stomped out by some team guys?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was like on the sidewalk.
I don't
right in
know.
front of Thrusters.
He's really good buddies. Well, he was really good buddies with Ryan Bates for a while.
War Machine?
Yeah.
Isn't he the one that was dating that?
Christy Mack.
Yeah, she's a baddie, dude.
And he beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he
Did
still
he
in
go to
prison?
jail?
Yeah.
Is he still in prison? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I know that they got divorced though, and I watch her all the time whenever I'm trying to crank one out.
Yeah, she had like a fucking mohawk. Or
I thought she
shit,
lived
right?
a pretty stable life. That's weird.
Oh, shit. So I forget which bar I was at, but I was walking home. And there's nobody else on the street, but it's me and there's these 3 guys. And you know how you can tell, they were like at the end of the block, but you can tell like I'll move a little bit this way and they'd move a little bit this way. So I was like, okay,
they're probing, dude.
Yeah, they're doing something. And then I didn't see this guy had the fucking spatula, but so I know walking into it, like, okay, they're going to do something, right? So but they're in like this echelon formation. So like the first guy and then two guys behind him.
Echelon right or left?
Center echelon. Echelon front. The wedge. The wedge. Right, they were in a wedge formation. And so this dude is walking, and then I didn't see this before, but he pulls out this fucking spatula, and it's this like serrated fucking metal thing, you know? And he's like, ha-ha! You know? I'm like, well, thankfully I was kind of expecting something. I wasn't expecting like a 3-foot fucking metal spatula, but I was like, okay. So he pulls it out, and I'm like, I don't know where the fuck this came from, but I wish I had videoed this because it felt pretty badass. Where he went to go do it, so I just grab him, shoulder into him, grab him, throw him on the ground, then grab the spatula and wheel around. And I'm like, as I'm going to hit him in the face with it, I'm like,
oh,
fuck,
that's a jugular.
Well, I was looking at it like, which side? I don't want to fuck him up, so I turn it to the flat side. And they just slap him with the spatula.
You just got flapjack.
And the other two guys are like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like,
your
how
boy
the fuck
brought the
did I do
spatula,
that?
dude. I don't
So
know.
then I start chasing him with the spatula, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And they're like, oh my God, this fucking guy's nuts, right?
Chasing
and I'm
down
like,
on a bike.
So I'm walking home the next block to my house with holding this fucking spatula. I'm like, how the fuck? I can't believe that fucking happened. So
It's
I
like
throw
skin hanging off.
dude, I just tapped him with it. But I throw the spatula on the fucking ground. I'm like, whatever, dude. Don't think about it. And the next day I get up and I'm like, did that fucking happen? You know what I mean? Like, did I dream that really happened? And I go outside and I look and there's a spatula on the ground. I'm like,
Please tell me you still have it.
I have a picture of the spatula, I think, somewhere. I
Savage gold.
I should have. Yeah.
Give it back to Trump. It's a great spot.
So I took
The
a
night
picture of
faggots found
it.
out.
I took a picture of it, and that's when I posted the story on Facebook. Like, this is kind of a weird story last night, you know? But anyway, so that became the
Who
fucking
needs a new
spatula story.
spatula? So, according to Wikipedia, on June 5th, 2017, Copenhaver, which is War Machine's name, was sentenced to an aggregate sentence of life in prison
Holy shit.
with a possibility of parole after 36 years. He is currently incarcerated at Eli State Prison in White Pine County, Nevada.
That was for DV or something, or was that more than that?
No, that was for the attack
The
on
Chrissy Mack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he almost killed her, though, didn't he?
Which makes sense because they were in Vegas. But apparently he served time down here in San Diego at George Bailey prison for some other shit, too.
I think some Team 1 dudes stomped him out, like back in...
Well, this says 2000. Oh, wait, here it says, here we are. August 2010, Copenhaver was sentenced to 1 year in the county jail for a felony assault conviction stemming from a fight at a Point Loma bar earlier in the year, as well as an additional fight at a bar in Pacific Beach. He was imprisoned in San Diego's George Bailey County Detention Facility, mostly in solitary confinement. After going to jail, War Machine maintained his Twitter account as well as a blog documenting his time in jail, which is interesting.
So the team guys stomped him out, and they got out of there, and he got hemmed up.
Dude,
That's why you got to run, dude.
That's why we do 4 lifetime runs a week,
After
dude.
serving 2 years and 2 months in he was released out of solitary confinement. Dude, 2 years in solitary.
Dang.
Fuck, bro.
Well, he had to have been in there for his own protection, right?
I think...
He's a good fighter. He's a pro fighter.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fucking
And he's
pro
a big,
fighter.
He's
yeah.
a big dude,
But,
too.
I mean, there's also 4 guys, but in prison, I don't think they fight. They just shank.
Yeah, you can't fight gang fu either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like,
Foo.
man, just gotta cover that fucking face and hope you don't get your shit stomped in.
So, Greg, I was told to ask you a question about piss balloons.
Piss balloons.
Yeah, something about piss balloons from Tim Spear. Do you remember peeing in balloons?
I didn't.
And then huffing them like you're doing fucking.
That's called
whippets.
Jankums, dude.
Huffing piss-filled
No.
balloons like whippets.
They didn't allow Jankums in SQ2.
Do you?
Ask Greg about piss balloons and how savage our class was. He's probably going to try to avoid the really good stories. Also, he won't admit it, but he's the most gifted long-distance runner I've ever met. He'd show up still drunk, pull a cigarette out of his mouth, and run a 4-mile in 21 minutes.
That did happen. The cigarette part, no. But yes. Piss balloons, no.
Oh, those are from my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Ask him. piss balloons? I don't know.
I can ask him.
Maybe were you guys in the same class going all the way through? Or did you get rolled into his class, or did he get rolled into your class?
He got rolled in post Hell Week.
So
to our
maybe he's
class.
talking about a prior class or some shit. I don't know. But I'm only speculating. I'm just trying to cover for you.
Dude, if I know Greg, he pissed in a balloon before and threw it on somebody.
Yeah. After eating asparagus.
Oh, what did G move? That's like freezing paintballs, but worse.
No, we used to. I don't remember doing that, but we were going out to Savannah one time for like a. We were about to go on deployment, teammate, and we were going down to Savannah for like a rut. It wasn't a rut. Like the command dudes like do like a, their inner city training. So we were kind of doing something similar to that in Savannah, like doing like training ops out in town. Like it was pretty cool. But we drove down from Virginia Beach, and I remember Nick Melsheimer. He was fucked up, dude. Good dude, but just like he's fucked in the head. And he was in the truck in front of us, and like we weren't paying attention. And all of a sudden, we just like get just an influx of just liquid pouring all over our windshield. And it's just him emptying out a fucking like 2-liter piss bottle. Like, dude. And they just speed off and we can't catch up. He's not going to let us catch up and get him back. No.
Dude, I will say team guys are pretty fucking disgusting when it comes to fucking piss bottles. And like,
Well, in Buzz, they train you, dude. Piss your pants or
yeah.
you don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah, you don't want to get out of bed. You just piss in a bottle. But I mean, even on deployment, dude. I remember, like, towards the end of deployment, you knew you had to do a turnover. Dudes start collecting piss bottles and stacking them under their fucking bunks. So when you did a turnover, the dude that got your bed from the next team, like, you pull up the fucking thing, like, put his gear under there, and like, the entire underside of the fucking bed is just piss bottles.
Dude.
Yeah.
You're
Some
like,
of it's
what the
laziness.
fuck, dude?
Some of it's creativity, though. I remember there was this one officer.
Creativity?
Yeah, well, I mean, not that.
do say-
That's just lazy.
Jeremy Treskin used to have this old saying. It said, laziness pays off now.
That's great. That's true.
Speaking of which, we never did a toast either.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe laziness pays off now. Cheers, fuckers.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
You want that?
Absolutely.
You're not drinking some whiskey?
Not yet.
Oh, faggot.
Yep.
You don't want to know what Greg turns into.
Oh, these, did your mom just drop these off?
She mailed them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we just got these cigars delivered,
Nice.
Cuban, straight from Cuba,
Straight from Cuba.
from Nick's mom with a handwritten note.
Uh-oh.
No shit.
Yeah, about,
Because it's unfortunate that my mom listens to this because
Does she live in Cuba?
No.
Oh.
She just went down there with a good friend of mine and my aunt and uncle, and they went down in Cuba on this just fucking expedition. And my buddy Ben,
Smells
brought me
so
back
good.
these cigars, and they can't label them or anything like that, obviously because
Yeah.
it's Cuban. And I smoked one the other night, actually on Thanksgiving, and fucking A, are they delicious.
they smell
shit.
good, man.
Yeah.
What do they smell like? Lewinsky?
Country and communism.
Like some Swishers I used to roll back in the day.
Yeah, it's a kind of funny letter, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll read it out. Hey guys, since y'all love cigars so much, I picked these up for you while I was in Cuba last week. They may not be Cohibos or Monte Cristos branded, but they're better, and let me explain. All tobacco farming is controlled by the government, and the farmers are only allowed to keep 10% of the harvest for personal use. The government takes the other 90%. Pure bullshit! Exclamation mark. So these cigars are puros! Exclamation mark. Pure. I think. And 100% Cuban tobacco grown in the Vilnius Mountains. We saw them rolling and purchased them directly for $5. So basically, this $50 purchase will feed one Cuban farmer's family for 2.5 months. Exclamation mark.
Damn.
I hope you enjoy. I only ask that you smoke them on the podcast so I can watch you enjoy. Cheers and Viva Cuba, Nick's Madre, Cheryl. That's awesome of her.
My own mother just dropping in heat.
Yeah.
Fucking smell great.
They smell good,
They're
right?
fucking delicious.
Hey, Coda, did you have that the thing around it? Yeah, perfect. I don't. Yeah, I just don't have a bag for it to put it in. It's more
Grass's
to
mom.
dry out. Thanks, homie.
Yeah, unfortunately,
now you need
we
to
can't
go
smoke in here. Set the fucking fire alarm off.
Yeah, I considered it, but yeah, if the fire alarm goes
You need
off,
one of
it's
those
pretty bad.
industrial strength fucking like. You've seen those?
Yeah,
Things
You
like
suck
have
there,
fucking
just pulls it
airport.
out.
Now I need to send my mom to Colombia. See what else she comes back
I was going to say, man, that's a pretty cool gift for her to send over. You know?
It's a $50 brick.
I got you something.
Oh, holy shit!
You know the government takes
Authentic.
us, these poor drug dealers. I had to buy the government doesn't get their money.
2.5 months. This is like good because I'm not eating for 2.5 months.
This authentic black tar heroin came from the mountains of Medellin.
Find out what that Tusi's about.
Just do it on the podcast so I can watch you enjoy it.
There goes our sponsors.
Thank you, Cheryl. That's
I want to
pretty
watch
cool.
you trip balls.
Actually, what we can do is we can do another pop-up podcast at upstairs at my house.
That'd be fun.
Back to the alma mater, and
Sit
then
and
we
burn
can light them
one.
up there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You can smoke indoors at your place.
Well, so I'm turning that whole closet into like a cigar lounge.
Oh, that's what you're
So
saying.
we do
yeah.
all the beanbag stuff,
Yeah.
kind of like a low coffee table, and I already got the fans.
Like a Turkish prison.
Have you been to one?
as long as they get hair plugs.
You can hotbox it.
Best sex I ever had was in prison. Not to say that's what's going to be going on at your place. You know,
Oh,
Have
I
to
can
have
hawk
some-
to it with the best of them.
have to have some decorum there. We don't want to get 86 there totally.
That only happened for 6 months.
Yeah, Nicky be like, okay, that's it, fuckers.
All right, I'm done. You guys smell funny.
No more team guys. 6 months. That's it. 6-month ban.
Probations. It's on my house is gonna be on the Liberty Wrist shirt, the next World Tour one.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, no shit.
But
All right, what do we got next?
yeah, I don't know.
What other topics do we got? Because bar fights are one thing, but like,
What's the most ratchet ass shit you've seen driving around Texas? Like what? I know there has to be something.
I mean, like what? It's all over the place.
Run down the list. Like what's
dude
the one
getting-
that sticks out in your memory?
The dude on his horse, one of your brothers, he got smoke jet.
God damn, dude. Have you seen that video? Man,
There's
I feel.
video of it?
Oh yeah, no, it made its rounds.
It's going up on Patreon.
You gotta see this.
Houston Rodeo does this deal where they do like they have all these different ride-ins to the rodeo, and it's a big deal, and different clubs and all that kind of stuff. And they have one that's like the Pony Express, I guess, and they fucking hand off. It's like a relay.
They have like rodeo clubs,
Oh yeah,
like motorcycle gangs, but they're on fucking horses.
yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That is fucking crazy.
They
yeah.
all take different trails into the
Yeah.
the rodeo.
I mean, like 2 weeks long trail rides to get in there.
holy
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
Yeah.
That's like a straight
It's
up
like
Old West
Sturgis
stuff.
Yeah.
for cowboys.
But this dude was on the I don't want to say his name, but he was on the trail ride or on the Pony Express, and he's just cruising. Somebody's filming. They're driving next to him, and I mean, he's just moving. All of a sudden, he fucking looks up and he hits a street sign. Boom! It just goes straight off the back.
Have you seen that?
Full fucking
I think
speed.
I sent it to you.
Oh
Is it
my God.
the two poster and he goes in between?
No,
Or is
one,
it just
the
sidewalk?
one metal poster.
One, he had his head
With, like,
down,
the-
looked up, and straight to the fucking face.
He's lucky he didn't get like
Yeah, he's lucky he
decapitated.
didn't get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the end result of that? Facial reconstruction?
Probably not any good. Yeah, I mean nothing good about it.
He just
His face
drank
is
through
probably
it.
this big.
He was definitely hammered.
100
riding
million
that horse.
views or something. I don't know. That's probably the end result. Or 50.
yeah.
Is there a strategic place to like have like a cup holder on a horse?
I put bring a leather strap and put it around the saddle horn and pop one there.
I feel like that has to be the most steady. That's like the centrifugal kind of area.
Well, it's not really steady, but it's like
It's
driving a
just
car
fun.
real rough. You know.
You're always drinking one quarter of a
Dude,
beer.
you know what you should do is get you don't even know those fucking helmets that you wear that has the Jack Daniels thing on one
Yes.
side and fucking Coke on the other. I bet you could make one of those for a horse, and then it just has the straws, and then you ride and you just put the straw in your
Fucking
mouth.
genius.
So the horse
Yeah.
wears
Yeah.
the helmet.
Yeah,
No, I see. I'm trying to.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the hoses coming back to you. Yeah.
Well, you can just do a camelback too.
Yeah, that works.
I mean,
that
that's
works.
no fun.
That's good.
How cool would that be, though? See a horse wearing a helmet with Jack Daniels and a Coke?
I bet you get a lot of fucking high fives pulling in the rodeo with that fucker.
I went to a wedding one time in Cancun, and it was like the rehearsal dinner, and they just walked out a donkey that had a saddle.
shit.
The last time I saw that was in Mexico.
Been there, dude. Been there.
On both sides of the saddle was just cold beer. In the
That's
deal.
cool.
And that donkey's just hanging out, and everyone's just popping beers off the donkey. It's pretty
Still a
sweet.
popular
Used for
donkey at the
donkeys.
party, yeah.
Have you ever seen the tequila donkeys, like the miniature donkeys, and they'll bring them through like weddings and shit? And it's like a tequila bar on the side of the donkeys.
Yeah,
You just take a
exactly what I'm
shot.
talking about.
Well, plot twist: the fucking bottle opener's like zip tied to his foreskin, so you're holding a beer, you're like, "Fuck!" Who's gonna be the first one to grab the fucking bottle opener?
I'll do it.
You sound like a prank. Like, yeah, fucking
What's
rubber
the bad
gloves.
It works. It works.
Like, oh, I got mine open. Like, hey, open mine. Like, nope. You're on your own.
No.
I told Nick, I was telling him the story last night, but when all the shit went down up there, all of a sudden, like, I guess my phone number or whatever is on the website. And so I started getting media requests. Everybody wanted to know what the fuck was going on from all the major news networks and everything. And I was like, well, Greg Froelick, Navy SEALs over there. And so they would send me their contact. So I'd shoot them the contact. And I didn't realize that, like, I just thought it was the number that sent over. I didn't realize it was the picture and the whole name. Well, Greg in my phone is Greg Froelick, my balls, of course, and because I love to hit my truck and call Greg Froelick, my balls, and he's all hung over shit. And so, sent that to all the news outlets. Finally realized somebody
BBC,
laughed at it. I'm like,
Fox, they all got that, dude. And I'm showing
We
up.
got to get this guy.
And they're always kind of acting a little weird towards me, too. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man?
I can just see that, like, live via satellite. We have Greg Froelick of my balls. And it just has that picture. You're like, tell us what the situation is down there, Greg. How many people you recovered, and what do you guys need? You guys need ATVs, fresh water. That's all I got.
It had a little bit of legs, but
I was
Nice.
waiting for the dick joke at the end of there.
Dude, you guys got to have some kind of fucking good stories from the tent.
I got
Down
a
in fucking
good
Rodeo.
cook-off story for you. This was 10 years ago or so, but as you guys can imagine, there's a lot of drinking that goes on at these deals, and it's, we're up with the pit and stuff, so maybe on 2-3 hours sleep. We're at this cook-off in Schulenburg, and it was
Where's
me.
Schulenburg?
small fucking town.
Yeah, like west of Houston, probably by like an hour or so, kind of in between San Antonio and Houston
right on. Okay.
on I-10. And this guy was coming around all the tents, and he was like, "We're gonna have a moon pie eating contest." And it was me and my other buddy Grant, and we're like, "The fuck, you're gonna have a contest? You better have your fucking." Bronze polish ready because you're looking at 1 and 2 right here. And they're like, "What time's it gonna be?" "Oh, we'll call you." So we go over for this moon pie eating contest, and they have like a PA. They're like, "All right, we have a moon pie contest." We're like, "Oh shit, we got 3 moon pies in front of us."
cream of the crop is at this contest.
Yeah, big hitters.
We sent our 2 best candidates over there.
We're here to win. We're here to win, right? So they're like 1, 2, 3, go. I take the first bite out of the moon pie. I look over, and my buddy is just fucking chipmunked all 3 of them. He's just got his cheeks full with fucking moon pie. Like, well, shit, he's the winner. Here he is, raising his hand up, and he's trying to drink beer, and he's just chewing on these moon pies, and he starts turning a shade of yellow, And I'm like, "Hey, man, you're not looking good. Fucking spit the moon pie out." He's like, "I got it," whatever. And then he starts getting green, and then he goes about pale white like that board right there, and fucking just passes out. It's fucking ground.
Jesus,
Dead.
that much sugar.
I ran over, flipped him over. He fucking spits out the moon pie. As soon as that happens, somebody had called an ambulance, because, it really looked like he died. He basically did.
He kind of looks like he's dead all the time.
No, they didn't take the trophy away, actually.
I was going to say, they came up and like, never mind.
Everybody come back back to the table. Here, man.
So how long did he have to eat 3 fucking moon pies?
It took him about 15 fucking seconds. He was just done. So after he like spit it up, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, are you good?" He's like, "Fuck, I think so." By the time we got him back out of like the bathroom, the ambulance was there. So they put him in the ambulance and took his blood pressure. And of course, it was like 300 over.
Checked his oil.
Yeah, checked his oil.
It wasn't from the alcohol or anything else.
And of course, he had, it was on 2 hours of sleep or whatever. So they're like, "Yeah, you're going to the fucking hospital."
Damn.
And so they took him to the hospital.
They chased him down.
Yeah, they
that's
chased
when I
him
was
down.
walking up, and Grant looks like when he was 25, he looked like he was an 85-year-old smoker. But he's one of the funniest motherfuckers you'll ever meet.
Yeah. So he was at the hospital, and they like got his shit straight. We went to visit him. I mean, he looked like he had been there for a week. Like a cancer patient. He's just all bummed out. We're like, we're going, "You all right? Let's go." He's like, "Oh fuck."
He's like already moved in.
Yeah.
Already has a room. You're like, "Dude, you've been here an hour." He's got to print up on the wall.
He literally had a spit cup chunking up moon pies.
Yeah. He had what I guess it gets a lot of old people. It's like food gets in your lungs and it causes disease and all this shit. So they were like, "Hey, do you smoke?" And he's like, "Oh yeah."
They're like,
Smoke what?
They're like,
Yes. The answer is yes.
they're like, "Hey, well, this is the first day of the rest of your life. You can't ever smoke again." So
yeah, whatever.
yeah, that lasted about 2 weeks, and saw him chiefing a pack of Reds, Marlboro Reds, and I'm like, "Fuck, what are you doing? You went switch to Reds?" He's like, "Well, dude, they have less tar."
Yeah.
So
That's the same dude that
Jesus.
the story we were telling last night about him. I'm
It's
drawing a blank.
prosthetic.
The
yeah.
the prosthetic.
So this is pretty funny. So he works in construction, and he had stress fractures really bad in his feet, and he got to the point where he was like having to use like a little scooter to push around and walk and shit. And it was going on for a long time. Like, dude,
What the fuck's wrong with
on?
it?
It was
Yeah,
just-
it was
it was
just
just-
a
it was
stress
not like
fracture.
he's
It
running.
was embarrassing.
And so he's like, "Man, I've been to all these doctors, God, I just can't figure out what's wrong." And he goes to this other doctor, and the doctor's like, "Well, have you considered not drinking for a while?" And he's like, No. And so he quit drinking for like a month, and they're like, "It's a miracle. He can walk again." Oh my God.
No way.
The best
And that was
part.
stress fractures?
It was stress fractures in his feet.
Wow.
Super
Well,
bad.
they talked about it was like so another guy on our team, part of the crew.
He's the guy with the square boots. He's
Yeah.
gay as fuck.
He sells prosthetics. He's medical devices, so he sells prosthetics.
Not prosthetic penises, right?
He probably he takes shots out of penises. I
Let's
have
do
pictures
that.
to prove it. But
Let's do that.
Grant is going through this medical issue, and he's trying to convince. We're all brothers, and fucking Campbell, who sells the prosthetics, is trying to convince Grant to chop his fucking feet off so he can sell
So he can
some
sell his prosthetics.
Dead serious. I'll cut you a deal.
That's a salesman, bro.
Here's the salesman.
Be like, "Dude, you know the commission I get on these fucking feet?
Let's put you in, man.
They're made out of wood. What the fuck?"
I'm pretty sure Grant gave that some thought too.
Yeah.
Wooden feet, stop drinking.
And
Gonna
you
be
know
a
the
pirate.
prosthetics that Campbell would have supplied would have been fucked up in some way, shape, or form. Missing a piece here or there. No, it's in the mail.
It's
dude.
coming. He's like a hockey player. I'll mail it to you.
Dude, I stopped drinking for a month one time because my
Court
wife
ordered.
Your feet were bad. Your feet got bad.
Yeah, so my feet were bad. But so my wife loves to like have these ideas, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do dry January." I think this was last January or something.
Oh,
like
I
that.
remember this.
Dude, you got to do February, shortest month of the year.
There you go.
So she's like, "I'm not gonna drink in January." I'm like, "Ah, cool, babe. Like, I'll do it with you. I won't drink too."
Oh no, yeah.
And then 3 days later, she's like, we're at brunch. She's like, "Fuck this," and starts drinking. But I'm like, no, I said I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it. And I haven't ever not drink for a month. So I was like, all right, I'll try it just to see if I can do it. To see
What's
what
the worst that can
changes.
happen? I have a heart attack?
So,
Oh, wait.
so I ended up doing it, but I was like, at the end of it, it's like, what a fucking waste, man. What a fucking waste. I learned nothing. Health didn't get any better or worse. And I missed out on like some cool, fun opportunities and parties by not being able to drink. I was like, fuck that shit.
You were pretty gay to hang out with.
right?
You're miserable.
I'm
dude.
really boring when I'm sober, dude.
Especially when you have a girl kind of like pushing you to it. Like she's going to be watching you like a fucking hawk.
Well, she was mad that I started drinking again because she's like, she was mad that I didn't drink.
Says the brunch bitch.
Right. She's like,
I love you, Disney.
she's drinking and she's looking at me like, well, fuck you. You're not drinking with me. And I'm like, nope, I'm doing it.
Hey, it's your fault, dude.
Oh, everything's my fault.
No, because
100%.
you are too well accomplished. It's like one of those things talking about like entrepreneurship and success. It's like you only want to see success out of somebody until they're more successful than you.
And you're like, fuck that guy.
That's exactly what happened.
Yes. How
You
do
were
I
more
bring him
successful at
down?
brunch.
You made it like one more hour than she did. Like, you fuck.
I stayed off the Bloody Marys for a month. And the
Yeah.
mimosas.
I tried not eating for 3 days too. It is 72 hours.
Oh, I did a
3 days, right?
5-dayer.
Ugh.
And
did
I was
that.
getting ready to fucking kick babies and like
Oh,
fuck a goat.
dude. I got nothing out of that either.
No.
I'm never doing that again.
Nikki's like, I lost 20 pounds. And I'm like, I'm just pissed.
Did you eat again? I was just mad the whole time, bro. I was just mad. Because my buddy that talked me into it, he's a great guy, but he's like, oh, you should do it. I'm like, okay. So I told him, I'll do it. So of course I got to fucking do it. I was so pissed the entire time. I do not do well when I'm fucking hungry. Oh, I do have a funny story about
Being hungry?
no, well, kind of competitive eating. So
Hot dog contest. Be honest.
ice cream eating contest.
Definitely hot dog.
Out of the island. What
Nathaniel's hot dogs.
what class were you, Greg?
Finished with 8.8. 2.88.
Okay. Yeah, so I was at SQT when
Yeah,
you went through.
you
So,
were Marops
yeah.
with Haas.
That's right, yeah.
What's he up to, by the way?
He was working
Mark
at
Hawes?
Zach Haas.
Oh, Zach.
Yeah, he was working at he left SQT and took a job teaching at the farm for a long time.
Yeah, because he was over there.
Do we have to cut
Right?
that out?
No, I talked to him about it. He doesn't work there anymore, so it's all good.
Well, he was there, right?
Like, I wrote like,
And it's on his LinkedIn, so I'm like, it's fine. We can talk about whatever.
CIA operative, retired.
I was worried about we might need to chop it out. And then I looked at-
Basically a spy.
then I saw his
My
LinkedIn.
address
I'm like,
is.
Hobbies, spying.
and I was like,
Yes.
oh, we don't need to cut anything. It's fine. But so we were, before I was instructor at SQT, I was instructor in third phase. And out of the island, they've got the fucking ice cream things. And sometimes as instructor, you
Oh,
would.
the ice cream machine.
Yeah. And sometimes as instructor,
Brandon. We
already crushed them.
you want to
Is there one in
fucking,
there?
you want to beat the shit out of a student because they do something so fucking annoying or they're just obnoxious or they're just fucking dicks for whatever reason. But you can't physically hit them, but you want to cause them pain. And they're so used to like hitting the surf and shit. It's like, okay, whatever. So we used to kick them in the fucking balls. We used to make them eat ice cream real fast and give them a fucking ice cream headache.
Oh, dude, that's fucking.
It was mean, dude.
That's bad.
So,
That shit hurts.
Oh, it did, man. It was
Yeah.
bad. So we used to do it. Only the guys that like were kind of it was our way of like getting back at them.
Turds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember this one guy got back at us because he totally flipped the script. So how we do is in the instructor little eating area, and the students have their eating area. The instructors have our eating area. It's like behind glass. And so we call the dudes in, and we'd be like, so and so, grab a bowl of ice cream and get in here. And the guys, they knew it was coming. They're like, fuck. So they try to like shortchange it and like, no, it has to be above the fucking top, And then so we'd give them the option because you got to make it entertaining. We have like 3 or 4 people in there.
And you have to eat this out of my belly button.
So we give them the option. It's like, hey, it's an ice cream eating contest, and the last guy to finish has to go hit the surf. Which is when you're on the island and it's fucking October or something. You're like, that's like, you'd rather smash your nuts with a fucking hammer, And so
It sucks all the time.
it sucks all the time. Yeah. So they would eat this fucking ice cream, and you'd be this sense of satisfaction, like, oh, I can't fucking
Wait, they had a
strangle this guy.
utensil?
Yeah.
I thought maybe they're just like
A sport.
bearing their fucking
No,
faces.
you have
Change
to-
their face.
it's not fast enough that way. It's fast. They have to do with a spoon. So we wanted to cause them physical pain with the fucking brain freeze. So yeah, we had them with the scoopers. And so it's funny because like they'd all get their fucking brains frozen and then we'd feel satisfaction like the fight got one over on these motherfuckers for fucking us up. And so, but this one guy got us back. I remember this. He totally reversed it. He was one of 4 people there, and you never enjoyed the ice cream either because you're like fucking inhaling it so fast and just painful. But it's ice cream. It's good. So we had this one guy and gave him the same ultimatum, and he's like, cool. He just sat there and started slowly enjoying his ice cream because he knew he was gonna. He's like, he knew he was gonna hit the surf anyway. It's like, I'm just gonna enjoy my ice cream instead of freezing my fucking brain off. I was like, you motherfucker, dude.
Chestnut checkers.
Right? Yeah, he got us good on that one.
That's pretty fucked.
There's all these
That
little...
does remind me of some fucking shit in Buds, though, because when you were in Buds, you used to be able to make bets with the instructors.
Oh, yeah.
So we had this dude in my class. He was I don't remember his fucking name, world-class fucking runner. And he bet the instructor staff that he could take a mouthful of fucking salt water and run Frog Hill back and then spit the water back into a glass, and he wouldn't have swallowed any. And the fucking instructor staff was like, and you know what fucking Frog Hill is. It's a fucking kick in the nuts.
Yeah,
so
it's a sprint.
to run up this motherfucker and just breathing through your fucking nose.
Yeah, it's hard.
And so the instructor staff were like, okay, what's the fucking wager? And he was like, okay, if I don't do it, then I have to get wet. And they're like, no. Not a fucking chance. They're like, fucking the whole class has to get wet. But if you fucking do this, none of the class has to run Frog Hill. So it was like
hero or zero, dude. Yeah,
hero or homo. And fucking dude, so sure as shit, dude. They fucking took go down the surf, get a fucking glass of water, salt water, shitty salt water out of the surf. Yeah, no, this is at the island.
Oh, okay.
And so, fucking dude, they mark the line with a Sharpie. He takes a swig. Go, and then they mark it again, and dude, and they're like, hey, you can't just stroll up there.
That's
like,
a time limit too.
It was like whatever the time was. Like he didn't have to do it under that time, but they're like they negotiated what the time was because every week it goes down by like 10 seconds.
Yeah, they just go to last week's time.
It's like 2 minutes to a minute and a half. It's a fucking full on sprint though.
Yeah, it's a fucking nut roll, dude, and it's constantly like last 4 people. You know, it's like if you don't make it, like you're running up there by squads. It's like, okay, first 2 guys, you're safe. Everybody else get wet. You're like, fuck, and then I mean, by the end, it's like one dude maybe is making it up because you're running up this fucking little narrow fucking goat path.
Yeah,
and you get one slow guy in front of you, you fuck the whole group. Which I was wet,
but he came back.
So how did he?
Yeah, he came back, spit the fucking shit in there, and dude. Fucking golden. Like, none of us had to run.
How did he? Like, I wonder if he practiced that or if he
it was some fucking
how would you know that you pulled that off?
hidden fucking shit.
Well, as a runner, and Greg probably knows this, like there was like a rhythm and a cadence, like when you're like on a good pump, and it's like every 2 steps you're inhaling, every 2 steps you're exhaling, and just to like make that rhythm good. And you try to do it with your nose up until you can't, and then you start getting gas, and then you switch it out with your mouth. And you're like,
Was it hard to learn how to breathe through your nose, through your stomach, to maintain that pace over time?
I don't think you think about it. You just.
I never got that far.
Same.
It's all I can fucking do just to breathe through my mouth and fucking run. But
yeah, it's different wager Kevin's bet.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I mean, I was always a runner, which is why I'm not fucking Kevin's size. Because I'm just, every 2 steps inhale, every 2 steps exhale, and just keep on going. And then like the more gas you get, then it's like every 3 steps.
Yeah.
Then it's like, all right, then you kind of like drag it out like that. I think the hardest part of the biggest difference is like free diving when it comes to like breath and like versus your stomach or like your, what is this, your sternum.
You go in the water?
Yeah, you guys don't. It's funny. I tried getting him on this scuba diving
I don't even
documentary
take
I was
baths,
doing,
bro.
and he's like, "Going in the ocean? No, fuck
No,
that."
dude.
Yeah.
Unless I
And
fall
I
off a
really
yacht.
don't know a single fucking team guy that free dives or scubas. Well, I mean,
I used to
don't
like
want-
Guys in
ocean.
Hawaii love that shit.
Yeah,
But-
they like the STVs.
No, yeah, they love that shit. But no, dude, Navy
kinda
ruined.
have to.
The Navy ruined fucking.
Yeah.
The
I'm
ocean
good,
for
dude.
everybody.
I used to love going in the ocean. Now I'm like,
Yeah. Dude,
shiver
my
just
wife would
looking
be
at
like,
it.
come on, let's go to the beach. I'm all like, no.
No.
Is there booze?
I'll get fucking, as soon as I get sand between my toes, I'm just like,
God damn.
fucking PTSD. Fucking, I'm like,
I'm the
nah,
same-
I'm good.
I'm kind of different. Whereas, like, if I go to the beach, I better be surfing or looking for lobster or like doing something. But I am not the fucking homo to like sit on the beach and like read a book.
No.
And then like
Absolutely
rotate
not.
like a rotisserie chicken like every 30 minutes, like get a fucking pan. Like I'm already trying not to be. Never mind.
No, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go sit there and just
Yeah.
stare at the fucking waves sober.
No,
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah.
Well,
the lobster thing I never understood either. Like I don't even like lobster. Like cockroaches of the sea. They're fucking
Yeah.
gross. But like some people like them, right?
Cock of the sea.
That's a sea cucumber.
that is a sea cucumber. Actually, that's your next thing. Get a sea cucumber with wings.
There you go. Spitting
So-
up its shit.
The guys at San Clemente, the instructors would always go out there and they go, diving for lobster and all that shit. I'm like, I don't even like it. But if I did like it, the fucking effort it takes to get a $12 lobster. I'll just go to the
You'd rather
grocery.
spend
I'll just go to the
$12.
grocery store,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
I'm not getting in the fucking water in a wetsuit at night,
Cold.
dark.
No, dude.
No,
No.
Put myself at the bottom of the food chain
Nah,
again.
man.
No fucking thank you, dude.
I don't know what's out there.
I'll go to the grocery store and pay $12 if I
Yeah.
really want to fucking lobster.
Or I'll just eat an MRE, dude.
Yeah. No.
That's the most
MREs.
East Coast thing I've ever heard. I'll just eat an MRE.
Dude, we had so much fun being an instructor. You were a third phase
Yeah.
instructor too, right? The island is fucking great as an instructor. It was
Here we
so
go,
much
maybe some
fun.
stories.
Well, it's kind of funny though. So Mikey Sowers and I knew Mikey as instructors, but I didn't really know I didn't really party with him until later.
Yeah.
And I thought I was I can party okay until I met Mikey Sowers. Mikey taught me how to party. This motherfucker is wild, dude. So we would get drunk at the Hellbox, staying up till fucking 2 a.m. or whatever. Some of the guys are playing cards. His gut was the senior chief in charge of the phase, and Ivan was out there.
Yeah.
So all of us cruising around, and Truskin was out there too. So it was it was fun, man. And so we would get fucking drunk, and then we'd fuck with the students, but only the good ones. So we'd take the guys around and watch, because the Hellbox is out here, and then 50 yards away, 25 yards away is the watch, where you got 2 students there, and then the rest of the compound where the guys are sleeping. So you were within shouting distance of the guys on the quarterdeck watch.
But you have the gong, too.
Oh, the gong! You could summon them with the
Yeah.
gong. I forgot about that.
Dude on watch come running out there. Go get the fucking class leader.
So what we would do
We got you, kid.
is we get drunk, and the PA system you set up on the range, so you don't have to yell
Yeah.
whenever you got your pro in. So we'd set up the PA system in the Hellbox, and we'd have the students come and we'd tell them get over here, summon the gong, or yell at them to come in from the watch, and they come in, they're like, hoo-yah.
Yeah.
And we put on Guns N' Roses and shit. We'd make them karaoke with the fucking song and pour shots of Jack in their mouth and make them sing it. It was fucking hilarious, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Little training creep there.
Well, but it was good natured though. We never
Yeah.
fucked them in a bad way. It was kind of it was kind of the students wanted that. They felt included if they got it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. At that point, you're almost done.
Yeah, totally.
You're almost
Yeah.
done. And it's okay.
Yeah, you felt accepted. It's different students than the fucking ice cream thing. That was the
Yeah,
negative.
and I think
Yeah.
it too,
Yeah,
you get
dude.
to a certain point too where, at least in third phase, as long as you have a good class, the attitude of your class can be everything. You
Yeah.
can have a class, you're like, dude, this you get a turnover from second phase. They're like, yeah, no, this is a good class, or you get a turnover. They're like, dude, these guys are fucking turds, and you're like,
I used to think,
lighten up, Francis.
I used to think the staff was just fucking with us by telling us the classes had different personalities.
Yeah.
Because I was only in one, and then I was instructor. I'm like, holy shit, they really do have
Yeah.
very different personality
It's
types.
fucking crazy.
Especially for what, 30 guys?
At that point,
20 to 50.
30 to 50, depending.
Yeah.
In third phase.
But it's fucking crazy, man. You get a group comes in, you're like, damn, this is a fucking pretty good class. And they listen to everything you fucking say.
Yeah,
they actually
fired up.
they're proactive. Like they have a class, and a lot of it depends on the class leader and the class LPO.
They develop their own culture within class.
Because if they're fucking lazy, they're
Everyone's
gonna
like,
fucking
yeah.
suck, dude. Because
Yeah.
they're never proactive. It's like, hey, when we get up to the fucking range at 08 or 09 or 06, whatever the time may be, like, hey, we want this done. And dude, sure as shit, it'll be like, okay, we're gonna go up there 5 minutes early, and dude, you get up there and they're still like assholes and elbows, like trying to set up the fucking range. You're like, you fucking dumbasses. Like, how you're gonna get an extra fucking 3 minutes of fucking sleep? Like, no, like get up there fucking a half an hour early, set all this fucking shit up, and they quickly learn. But literally by the end of the fucking 5 weeks that they're out there, 4 or 5 weeks, depending on which cycle it is, it's like they're usually pretty decent, and they're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
You get
all
to know them
fucked
pretty
up.
well.
Yeah.
You always have a class. Well, I don't know if they do this anymore because there's a couple.
There used to be a class party.
Yeah, there used to be, and then it went bad a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah.
But it used to be really fun because the students get to drink at the class party too.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other can of worms that
You see
gets
some
opened.
personalities come out, and then you see dudes that like literally can't hold their fucking liquor. And
Well,
Yeah.
and that's a really good like metric, right?
Yeah.
Because inevitably you're going to be boozing when you're in the teams. You're going to be having team parties and things like that. But that kind of tells like the true self. It's kind of like, I mean, not throwing Dirty under the bus, but Dirty's a different Dirty when he's drunk versus when he's sober.
Yep.
And that actually, so Amazon, once upon a time, they were hiring, no, it wasn't Amazon, it was Google. Google was hiring for a CEO and a COO in order to take over the company from like the early founders. And they couldn't determine between like 4 candidates. And so what they did is they ended up taking them to Burning Man.
Oh shit!
And they're like, we're really going to fucking find out who the fuck you are now.
yeah.
Take this acid.
Yeah.
No hiding from this.
Yeah, you double dose some smell of Steve.
Hey, I already got some. Thank you.
Brought my own.
But honestly, I think that should be part of the pipeline, and it's probably not anymore. We should ask Brad Geary, but like,
It's definitely not.
Get all the students drunk, like towards the tail end where there's like one more crucible.
Yeah.
Figure out who can rally in the morning after being plastered, and then also figure out like it just tells everybody's story.
Yeah.
Like who wants to fight.
Some funny shit happened. There was a
who
lot
can
of
hold
fights that
their own.
happened. You know that team guy, Wallowender? He's like 5'1". He's a short.
Wally?
Yeah.
Little Wally?
Yeah. There's 2 of them. He's the shorter
5'1"?
one. He's like 5'1".
Yeah,
He's like
he's
really
an East Coast
short.
dude.
He's the shortest dude I've ever seen go through. That guy has a fucking great dude and super funny personality. So the class party,
He's out of control.
he had like dude, he must have had like a beer and a half because he's just not a big.
Dude, he's a fucking man,
He
dude.
got fucking drunk, and we're all
eyes
in
are
there. So all the students are in the hell box, and it's pretty big. It's like 2 times, maybe 3 times the size of this office here. So it's pretty big. A couple pool tables, couch, TV, and everything.
Full kitchen, all that shit.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
And so all the students are in there, and the staff is in there, and we're just kind of hanging out, bullshitting, listening to music. And he fucking decides he's gonna let everybody know. So he grabs a fucking bullhorn, which is like twice the size of him, and it looks like it's fucking huge. So he grabs a bullhorn and starts fucking yelling at all the instructors, tell them to fucking drop down and shit. We're just like, bro.
Dude, he's fucking crazy.
Well, that's another
he's
thing too.
wild.
Every
Yeah.
phase, used to
It was kind of cute though,
at the end of every phase, you used to have skits.
Yeah.
So you would have at the end of first phase, you'd have the students. It was like their one time
You
to
guys are
make fun
pulling
of
some Boy Scout bullshit.
Yeah, it was literally time for them to make fun of the fucking staff.
Yeah.
So when we used to have our class party, like it was the last night before we flew back from the island, but it was I think it was like the night before because
Yeah,
the
you
next
got
day
clean up and
we had to
shit,
clean up
yeah.
all the fucking ranges and shit. And then before we started the class party, like we'd always go into the classroom and they would do their skits and they would do all the paperwork bullshit. They'd have to do critiques. We didn't want to fill them out critiques when they're all fucked up or hungover and shit. And the fucked up thing too was when I was out there, because I was like the first and the third week, and then like the demo chief was like second and fourth week, and then I think the 5th week was like it was supposed to be like their FTX week, but that kind of evolved over time. And but we told them, we're like, hey, we're sending the barge to the island, and it would always have to be, you know, I have to send out there like a week prior or whatever, and it's like, hey, fucking couple kegs of beer, and then it got to a point where it's like, hey, the more booze you put in there, the fucking instructor staff are probably going to be drinking off of that, like between when we get out there in the class party.
It's like poisoning you.
So it was like the thing. It was like, hey, you know, if you keep the, and there was a policy too. It was like, hey, once you start drinking, like wasn't supposed to be any exposure with the fucking with the students. I mean, that might have trickled down. But
Nisbet.
yeah, well, that was the thing, dude. You would have instructors that started getting into the fucking sauce, and all of a sudden, we're like, where is that motherfucker? Like fucking hitting the gong and shit. Like, hey, get in here, and like start fucking PTing dudes and raving their ass.
Yeah,
and you're
that's
like,
not
God
cool.
damn it. And then, you know, that shit would come out in the fucking critique.
No.
So,
Ours is
stupid
good
like
natured
that.
shit.
But even then, like, it was like, hey, the class are going to buy beer and booze for the party. But then it evolved into they were buying fucking so much fucking booze. And the instructor staff found it incumbent upon themselves to go, listen, there's no way these guys can be able to drink all this during the class party. We should probably help them out a little bit. And you know, and also there was that thing like, hey, you know, when the instructor staff starts drinking at night, then they can't have any you know, influence over you. So, you know,
So it's getting drunk as soon as
yeah,
possible.
if you keep the instructor staff drunk at night, and they're not going to fuck with you.
Keep them drunk and happy makes your life easier.
So, but that quickly evolved because all the, you know, the instructor gate bullshit. Because
it did get out of hand for a while.
It turned into basically like, dude, we can't have these students buying fucking hundreds of dollars worth of fucking booze just to keep the instructor staff.
What year is this?
Late 2000s.
Well, this was like in 2012, 2013. They were like, okay, we got to do away. And then that evolved into, okay, like shortly after, there's a few instructors that got fucking in trouble for fucking drinking and then fucking with students. So they got, I know there's it probably happens every couple fucking years to where, I mean, we didn't get shut off, but it got to a point where it's like, okay, we're not having this, the fucking students aren't having a fucking party, which, you know, started because it's like, hey, look, these guys we're going to get back from the island. These guys are going to start their like process week, basically processing out of buds, going to STT and all that
ready
shit.
For the
like,
next thing.
You know, we'd rather fucking have these guys party together out at the island where there's no repercussions. They're not going to get a
Much
DUI.
safer
They're
out
not going to
there,
fucking none of that shit happen. The worst that can happen is somebody fall into a fucking fire or they beat the shit out of each other. But then even then, it's like
just squash it out there.
It's in a
They're
fucking
too
bubble.
tired to beat each other up.
Yeah. Versus, you know, go back to the Strand, and now dudes are like, yeah, we're fucking SEALs, and you're fucking
earn a Yelp
boozing
review
and
at
shit. Yeah, boozing and shit, and the dudes are getting alcohol related incidences like the first day back in fucking San Diego. It's almost like you have to have a decompression stop.
Exactly.
You know, but,
Which is fair.
yeah,
makes sense.
But then slowly they did away with the party altogether. They were just like, oh well, you know, we can't have students interacting with instructor staff and booze involved and fraternization.
It was
and
pretty
blah, blah,
useful.
blah,
I thought it was good, but it very quickly team guys will wreck any good deal.
We'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's like, okay, only 2 beers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Totally. I got a couple more stories on that, but you want to take a quick break and
Sure.
come back to it?
Yeah.
Wipers.
Now we're back in. So we were talking on the break.
Which, by the way, if you're not a Patreon subscriber, you're going to want to listen to the break.
If you like the show, I think you'd really get a lot out of the Patreon, and it's fucking it's free. Like there's different tiers.
Yeah.
But you can get it for free, and then the behind the scenes stuff is only $5.
Yeah.
So I think it's anyway. Maybe I'm partial.
We need to start
but we're
charging
good.
more. I'm just kidding.
Everyone's cringing. Unsubscribe.
But so we're talking about a story that we're going to get into. That Greg's got some really cool stuff. But I promise you guys listening that there was a story that I had. So it's not that great of a story now that I fucking built it up.
Yeah.
But I promise I'd say it's
Better be good.
Yeah. But it kind of had to do with training creep as an instructor. But this is, I don't tell many Bud stories of when I was in Buds because it's not that interesting. But this one's kind of funny.
Oh, it's not.
It's not even my story. It's the other guy's story. So there's this, I was in class 219, and in that class, we had this guy, Chad Ronka. He's like 6'4", really tall guy, lanky, great dude. But in second phase, we were trying to impress the staff. And so what they would do is you dive in, and then you'd have to attach your limpet to this, metal plate or whatever on target.
What's a limpet?
It's a underwater mine. So you wear it on a backpack. You wear it on a metal plate, and it's a magnet that attaches to the metal plate that you wear. And you get to target, and you take your buddies off of his back, and you attach it to wherever it is, and
Thank
then arm.
God I asked that fucking question.
Good question. Yeah, I totally forgot that people don't know that. So
Everyone knows what an underwater mine looks like.
But oftentimes you'd have extra stuff. So this is our last dive in second phase, and we got fucking hammered in second phase. The staff didn't like us, so we're trying to like get in the good graces of the staff.
Yeah,
so
they
we're
didn't
trying.
like you.
Yeah, so they're trying to. Well, BJ Welsh was a fucking instructor there.
Yeah.
And I should have asked him this when he was here. So what we would do is we would leave beers and shit attached to the target. So when they pull it up, they've got like some beers, a bottle of whatever. Some guy was like, this happened in the platoon later where guys were like, what's it called?
We did dildos.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit.
Dude, we had a fucking empty keg and a fucking blow up doll.
So it was a keg. So Chad swam in a fucking pony keg.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck he hit it on inspection, but he swam in a pony keg. But he was overworking his rig so hard that he fucking went tits up and had to get rescued. And the staff pulled him up and found him dragging a fucking pony keg. And they're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" So
We're trying to impress you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So we had to win you
They're
over.
like, "Hey guys, no more fucking putting beers on the fucking target." Yeah.
You guys ruined everything for NSW.
We do ruin
Of course.
everything.
Like I think the collective last 45 minutes is just about how shit used to be sick, and then you fucked it all up.
Yeah. Well, that's
Pretty much.
typical
And
team
then
guys.
I fucking punched him, and then I made him eat ice cream, and then we got fucked up,
Well,
and
that's,
then
that's the nice thing about Buds is like the staff, like the upper head shed is always trying to like, we'll make it cleaner and not easier, but we're going to clean it up and make it fucking more approachable.
Gayer.
And then, but the ingenuity of how just fucking raw and evil some of the SEAL staff can be and Buds instructors, they
Yeah.
will find a way to make it fucking suck, dude.
Absolutely.
Like you could be in the middle of fucking desert in summer and they'll find a way to make you fucking freezing cold. Like, wrap you in ice or something. Anyway, but the training, that's why it stays the same. That's why the dropout rate stays the same. It's because the staff makes sure that it's always the same amount of fucking
that's why
hard.
you have guys like Brad Geary, just
Yeah.
kind of fooey.
Yeah, he's dope, dude.
But I mean, you do have the training creep. Like, I know in third phase, like the demo group, at one point, I got back. It was between week 1 and week 3.
Oh, we're back on Buds again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like the fucking OIC was out there for some reason. I'm like, why the fuck is he out here? And they're like, oh, the demo group almost killed a fucking guy out here. So they had the fucking tank full of fucking ice, and they're like, go hit the fucking the slushy. So he goes and hits the fucking slushy, and they didn't tell him to just chili dip and come back. They told him to like go sit in it, and then they fucking forgot about it.
Oh my God.
So dude's just sitting there, just like jackhammering, and dude, hypothermic out the fucking ass. They literally damn near had to take him to Fiddler's Cove to like put him in the fucking, because of course our fucking hot tub doesn't work because the instructors
I probably wouldn't
fucked
want
it
to get
up.
in that thing anyway.
Yeah.
Not good, dude.
But dude, they luckily were able to like
I'll die.
put the dude in the
pie froth
fucking
around
put
it.
the dude in the hot shower and like wrap him in fucking blankets and shit and like get his core temperature back up to like
Yeah.
fucking
95.
yeah.
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 Well, it's true. Like there is some training creep, and we do need to be dialed back sometimes. That's very valid. All right, so we're getting off Buds to satisfy Nick. He's getting his knife out. He's ready. If I hear one more fucking Bud story.
Don't do it, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You Harry carry yourself.
What do you call that shit? The Bushido or the fucking
No, seppuku.
Puku?
Seppuku.
Seppuku.
Or that. Yeah.
How's Harry carry?
If you want to roll that E. All right, where were we?
All right, Greg.
2 firefighters are butt fucking in a smoke.
Dad?
Never heard that joke before? Dude, that used to be the Tony Effrati, like, icebreaker. You, like, walk in, like, do a fucking, a class. You're like, so, 2 firefighters are butt fucking in a smoke-filled room. And everybody's like, Jesus Christ. You're like, the chief walks in and is like, whoa, what the fuck is going on here? One guy's like, Chief, this man is dying of smoke inhalation. It's like, well, fucking give him mouth to mouth for fuck's sake. He's like, how the fuck do you think this shit got started? Boom.
You've done better.
I know.
2 butts instructors one time were doing that.
2 butts instructors are butt
Making
fucking.
guys eat ice cream. So heroin back with what you 3, the Texas boys, that's 4. That's 3. Or we could do the German 3. Are up to over in Texas and with regards to taking like TTPs and now indoctrinating like local
Incorporating.
What is that process like?
So with law enforcement specifically? So
well, I mean,
Yeah.
what spans the gamut? Like, how are you now taking TTPs that were learned at NSW and kind of across the board and now helping out the United States or Texas in general?
first and foremost, I mean, is protecting the homeland. And Texas is a spot that, one, encourages it, and 2 is like, you know, we're right on the fucking border, dude. And we have data to prove that these little shitheads have been coming across the border, and we've seen it. So, you know, with some of the stuff that 300 is doing, like, big thing that we've, you know, mentioned is giving back to the law enforcement. And like I said, like, Texas is very receiving to that. So we've seen a route to go that way. And by no means we're not, you know, running a training curriculum or anything like that. We've made friends with a lot of these law enforcement agencies, and it's grown. And, you know, we try to help out where there's shortfalls. So, you know, a lot of these entities, and it's so the law enforcement game, especially in Texas, like, because you have DPS, you have rangers, you have wardens, sheriffs,
Border Patrol,
constables,
HRT.
all, like, dude, you have
City
so
police.
many entities. And, you know, a lot of these guys are underfunded. So we've just kind of became friends with these dudes, and
It's okay. Just let it out.
please don't touch me.
Touch me.
Already touch you.
Please don't touch me there.
So we kind of saw an opportunity, not an opportunity, but just like, hey, dude, you know, I'm out of the military, and a bunch of our guys that were around are out of the military and, you know, working corporate jobs or whatever you want to call it. And so there's still like a sense of like giving back. And I think we've found a right group of guys that are like willing to give back. And so we, you know, I wouldn't say partnered up, but we support whatever law enforcement entity it is. And we've gained a lot of traction. And so we're working with high risk felony / warrant crews that are, and Houston is no joke, dude.
Yeah.
Sharpstown.
Yeah.
They're
That's
pulling the
rough.
trigger.
They have massive gang relations out there. As
Cartel.
Well. Yeah.
Like you're in Houston, man. There's, you know, there's a port. So it's a huge influx. Like and Houston's like the 4th biggest country or city in the States. And so we've, you know, as we've kind of worked through this stuff, like some of the first guys we worked with were high risk felon task force dudes.
They were clearing houses every day. They I think in 2020 they had about 22 kills, and they were like, "Hey, y'all gotta tone it down a little bit." And they're like,
We can't.
"With zero
That's what happens at Biden's
clearing
border.
skills."
Better them than
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So where we, kind of saw a deficiency, I guess you could say, is like, we bring these guys in and we'll go to a training facility on a weekend, and these guys are doing it off time, and then we'll bring other team guys in, and we have the funding to kind of, give these guys a daily rate. It's like, hey man, you want to come in and pass along your knowledge. And, working with these dudes, and these guys just want to learn. And these guys are like, some of these guys that we were working with were probably on duty a couple hours after we were with them.
yeah,
They don't have, they have to buy their own guns.
yeah.
A lot of times they don't
Ammo.
have ammo to change or to
Train
Yeah,
with.
train with. Gear, all kinds of shit. Like, some of these guys, their TCCC training was, and this is verbatim from one of these law enforcement dudes, was
And
there's-
TCCC for the
Or like-
layperson.
like-
Tactical
like-
combat casualty care. Is
yeah,
basically
first aid,
Like the medical stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
medical, life saving.
care under fire type
Yeah.
shit.
I was like, hey man, how much medical training you guys had? He's like, well, in the academy, they took a piece of roast beef and the instructor just shot it with a 9mm. I was like, see what it does? That was it.
Wow.
No
That was
tourniquet
it.
application.
Put a tampon
no
in
chest
it.
seals.
Put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of that.
No,
So how do you guys kind of base, right? So you have this class of law enforcement, domestic support. How do you kind of start with a class? Do you start with rules of engagement? Do you start with TCCC? Do you start with room clearing? Because everybody needs everything, but where are your baselines? Because do you start at a baseline of firearms fundamentals and how to grip a pistol?
no, we have never taken them to the range. Not
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
When we make friends with one of these police chiefs or someone that's in charge, like, hey man, what do you guys need? Mm-hmm. We're like, hey, what is? So the last guys we worked with, down in a small town.
Tell the backstory on that one. Scroden fucking bit the UPS guy. Greg's dog Odin. He's a fucking gigantic Rottweiler, and
He has a great heart.
motherfuckers left and right. They're like, the cops here, and I'm hammered. And I'm like,
No. It was a UPS or it was a Amazon driver. And first of all, dude,
fucking Scroden.
big heart. You stepped on someone else's property, dude. And in Texas,
You deserved it.
and my dog just protects little kids.
He bit fucking Schick the other day. You know Jerry Schick?
Yeah.
We were staying at Greg's house. Schick
Jerry
walks back
shouldn't
in,
have his fucking pants down, dude.
walks back into his house. He goes, "Fuck, your dog just bit me, dude."
He rushed in the house, dude. He's scared already.
Big heart. Big heart.
Big teeth,
That's
big heart.
fucking hilarious, dude.
But so we'll make contact with whatever entity it is and be like, and we don't have we don't have a battle rhythm how we do this.
Yeah.
This is case by case, but
Lesson training guide.
selfishly we want to give back to all these cops, but we want to know all the cops too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's good
Always
to know
helps.
law
It's a great
enforcement.
network.
Yeah.
It is, and they're receptive to it. So we'll ask who's ever in charge of whatever entity we're working with. Like, hey, dude, what is the most common thing that you guys experience in your district or whatever it is? And it's like, for instance, the guys we were just with was probably a school shooting or some method in a trailer. So it's like, all right, so room entry, probably. So we'll bring some guys in, try to pay them for the day. Pretty good fucking rate too for 2 hours of work is good. And it just brings the community together because it's a brotherhood. Yeah. And, the guys we did the school training with, I was talking to one of them offline, and, where this place was, it's a lot of oil rigs, or not oil rigs, but refineries. So you have an influx of a lot of workers. Like these oil refineries are huge. And I was telling him, I was like, hey man, this seems like a perfect place where a lot of people that came over the border in the last 5-6 years
They're going to go for work.
because it's hidden.
Yeah.
No one's going to go down
You're
there.
out the grid. And all they want is labor.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about
But
green
it's a
card.
great place to hide
Yeah.
as well, if you mean harm to our country. And they found like 3 apartments full of some of these people that shouldn't.
Afghani fighting age mills
Yep.
with battle scars.
Working on oil rigs,
No,
Or
it's more of
refineries.
chemical plants on the coast.
which is even worse.
Yeah, it's not good.
But it wasn't, it was false. They have no badges. So they picked those dudes up. I don't know what happened. I texted them recently to see. I haven't heard back. But, I mean, these cells are here, dude. They are 100% here. So, like, so to kind of like close this up, what our mindset is like, there's enough veterans, there's enough team guys, whatever you want to call it, in each area, and especially Texas, where it's like, this is like
Texas and San Diego.
it's a funnel, dude.
and Arizona.
Yep.
It's this like Southwest funnel.
Yep. Where there's enough guys that are probably sitting around, doing a normal job, whatever, that would love to give back to that, to give the cops as much as we can, to give, like, train them up and like, hey man, because I know they're still going out there to do it every day, and it's getting dicey. I mean, you've seen, just with the National Guard dudes, like, they're fucking here, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
So this begs the next
Yeah, that's a good
question. It's
point.
like, how do we get, so what entity is kind of the umbrella of what you guys are doing for local law enforcement and kind of domestic preserving?
300 Justice Road.
300
So
Justice Road.
we're 501c3. It's straight donation based, and I mean, it gives it's a dual purpose for the team guys to get to show people their skills and teach them their skills, and it's also great for the police because they freaking love it. They just don't have that opportunity.
They don't.
Yeah. Or the monetary.
Exactly.
That's the shit that fucking blew me away so much when, several years ago when you hear like defund the police, you're like, okay, you're complaining about a cop who responds to whatever crisis event and either blast somebody that's got a gun or blast somebody that doesn't have a gun. It's all fucked up. It's like, well, defunding them and giving them less fucking training is not going to make this situation go any fucking better. It's, hey, let's bring these motherfuckers up to speed. Not to say that, they're on the fucking bubble every single day. Like looking at team guys, like we fucking train for a year and a half and then go out the door for 6 months, and we're like hyper vigilant during that time. Then we come back, decompress, fucking put our shit in the
And
fucking
they
locker.
train for a day and a half to go out for
Yeah.
365 fucking days.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
y'all are
These
also
daily
trained
then.
specifically on
Yeah.
what y'all did, and these guys don't even have that training.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But they're
Yeah.
doing it every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
what I
mean,
kind of foresee is just like cells and an expansion of your project along kind of southern border states, in order to help maximize our capabilities, in order to help keep America safe, in order to help make sure that kids aren't fucking mowed down at school.
Or kidnap or sex slavery or all that shit.
Right.
And that's just, there's 7 people in the federal government working on Sean Ryan said it the other day. It's something ridiculous. It's like, hey, you need to invest more back in your community policing
No
and get those
fucking
guys up to
overseas
speed with
wars.
fun. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, shit's changing. Well, what do you think the solution is for the average listener, right? Because we've got experience with a weapon, and cops are out there on the other side of it where they're actually doing the work in the modern domestic battle space. But for somebody who, let's say, wants to contribute, wants to do their part, or at least wants to organize, what would your suggestion be to how they can start to make a difference in their neighborhood, their city, their friend group, whatever? Is this something like they can organize with like a neighborhood watch group, or is there other groups?
No, I
locally?
would, and it's a great question, and it's case by case basis based on the state. So Texas is probably, I would say Texas and Florida, anywhere in the Southeast, you're gonna have the most support.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
sure.
And less fucking microscope by the government as well. If you're trying to do, at least, you know, in terms of law enforcement, like there's a lot more scrutiny in California to do any kind of reserve firefighting, any kind of reserve policing, any kind of reserve sheriff, fire and rescue stuff. You have to go through level 1, level 2. You have, and that's all shit you pay out of pocket and have to go essentially to a college and get these programs fucking written off. And then if you want to be a reserve cop in any place in California, you literally have to go through an approved academy. Whereas a lot of places in Texas, like when I was a reserve cop in fucking New Mexico, it was just like, hey, here you go. One day you like swear an oath.
Yeah.
You're fucking good. I mean,
Deputy
not to say
Kent.
you're out fucking, you're not out fucking writing fucking speeding tickets and shit, but it's one of those things where, hey, you're going to go do ride-alongs, but you're able to be armed.
Yeah.
You're able to fucking learn some shit.
You can handcuff somebody in the event of something with full legality and
Exactly.
being,
Without
supported.
being hamstrung by the government because...
Or able to teach them.
Exactly.
Teach them
and
something.
that was the biggest thing that we would take away from that. And I mean, I know there's a place like that in Texas there where you can, essentially posse comitatus is the fucking, the cops can't fucking, or the military can't do law enforcement shit.
Yeah.
But essentially going out there and having prior law enforcement teach current law enforcement stuff, or even patrol with current law enforcement as like a reserve cop, that's a little bit less scrutinized because you don't have to go through an approved academy in some places in Texas. Whereas,
TCOL.
yeah.
So TCOL is a program, Texas Coalition of Law Enforcement. Is that what?
Fuck it. Sounds right.
We'll go with
that.
Nailed it.
TCOL is a real thing, but
We have the technology.
There you go.
No, so I'm gonna ask, like, in order of merit, what do you guys see with local LEO and all this stuff of like I said, in order of merit of TTPs that you need? Is it med? Is it rules of engagement and kind of escalation of force?
no,
Is
I
it-
would say out of ROEs because that's
I mean, their
not-
ROEs are extra, right? However, and you and I were talking, on the break about it. I think that the police department being underfunded and offering recruitment bonuses and all these things are now requiring, or like they're taking anybody in, right? And anybody that wants a halfway decent job, it's almost like the draft for the military, where you didn't sign up for this, but now you're thrown into it. And now you're thrown in like a game district and you're scared of fucking brown people in any capacity. And because you're so frail and because like you don't have balls, you're more prone to pull a pistol and fucking shoot somebody errantly without any pistol qualifications and 100 rounds allotted to you a year for qualifications. Like, you're probably going to miss, and now you're going to fucking hit, somebody that doesn't deserve a bullet. Like, I feel like that would mitigate the lawsuits and all of these protests, like the whole George Floyd thing. And you can take it to any person, and it's like, oh, my son, he was just robbing a fucking bicycle and he got shot. It's like, well, like, so the fuck what? But also that doesn't warrant a bullet, right? If you're fucking stealing a bicycle. That warrants a taser and pepper spray and whatever.
my bike.
Was it a mongoose?
Yeah, that's the problem too, guys.
Was it full suspension?
What kind of bike are we talking about here?
I mean, there's $7,000 mountain bikes too. That's Grand Theft Auto. But like, I feel like that would save people of understanding a very stressful situation. So like stress inoculation and being proficient with your firearm would be high on the list.
I agree with that completely. I think a lot of the stuff too is what's our biggest threat now locally? School shootings is huge. And what is school shootings? I mean, y'all have done this. You walk into a school, you can't walk in with a pistol and just go around. You gotta have skills to be able to run through there.
Or use a flamethrower.
Or use a flamethrower.
Or just drop a 500.
Just throw a frag in there.
Just drop a 500.
Shit, damn it.
Yeah.
Duck, kids.
Skip the
I don't
hellfire,
condone
dude.
any of this, by the way.
But I see what you're saying, and there's tons of opportunity for setting up training and even nonprofits enabling police officers and peace officers to get additional training and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm sure, like you're saying, Texas is a lot more hands off in terms of the state government, like busting your balls. Like a few years ago when there was a shooting, there was a bunch of us that got together, Mr. Dietz that we had on the show, and Nick Hassan, who's been on the show, and myself and others. We looked into trying to form like a fucking basically a civilian
task force,
law enforcement that would basically for hire. It'd be like almost like a fucking
Pinkertons
a
or
school,
something?
an SRO, like a school resource officer, because to be somebody in a school, we were looking to like, hey, let's hire a shit ton of fucking ex special forces guys that have done nothing but fucking go down range and fucking kill fucking booger eaters. Let's fucking hire those motherfuckers to put in schools. Not to say they're gonna be loaded to fucking bear, like little kids walking by and see some dude all kitted up with a fucking long gun. But
you also don't want a Pinkerton or fucking regular moron that has his guard card.
Exactly.
Doing that.
Yeah.
And so that poses the next question: is like, how do you guys foresee the best method of like school protection? Like, what is our collective answer out of a bunch of guys here in order to save the kids from mass school shootings?
So I've had this conversation with somebody from San Diego, actually. He lives out here. And he was kind of flirting with the idea of like, how do we get somebody that's in the community that hasn't a background like us, right, to be more involved? But then there's just so much red tape, especially in California, through the school districts, all that shit. What I would say, and what has worked in Texas, and this is for Texas, so I don't know how it could work other places, but like, I know there's going to be a lot of team guys listening to this right now that are pulling some job that's not fulfilling. It makes things work, it feeds the family and everything, but you can, like, those individuals, and I know they're fucking listening, like, go be a part of the community, like, meet the cops, just figure out the landscape. Like, hey, dude, I still have some stuff left in the tank. Like, would you and your buddies want to go out on a weekend? I could show you, whatever it is you want. And just like, and I know there's a huge value personally and to these guys that like they want to give back. Like guys want to give back more than they know.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to do it yet.
We also have 20 million retired veterans that are trying to find a purpose.
yeah.
Why not just go give back to the go back or
Well,
go down
they
to
can
the
only go so far as they're allowed.
Well, I mean, hey, at least you're doing like you're not going to change politics,
But
but
if you don't see the fruition of your success, then you're gonna get
There's no job
down.
satisfaction in
Yeah,
that.
down on it.
there's a lot. We've seen it because just the minimal stuff that we've done with these law enforcement guys that we've worked with, like run them through a house, like and small stuff, like, hey, maybe take this corner like this and maybe not like that. Dude, that in itself, like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah, no, and I definitely see value to that, and like kind of what I was piggybacking what I was saying earlier, like trying to stand up a group of people that would go forth and basically put veterans in schools. Like, there's so much fucking red tape.
That's what I was going to
There's
ask.
so
What,
much-
what did you run into when you guys
Dude,
were
just
trying that?
like to be an SRO, you have to go through an approved academy, which
What's SRO again?
school resource officer.
Okay.
So you have to go through. Basically, you have to go through the fucking police academy.
Oh shit.
So
Which fair.
yeah,
not in Texas.
in
There's a
Texas
write-off.
you don't have to do
No,
that
no,
shit.
no.
But
All our
also, you don't
SROs are
fucking
former
Cletus in this place
PD.
either.
Yeah.
No, but if you're going to go through the ass pain of going through a police academy, you're like, I'm not going to be an SRO.
But
I'm
it
gonna
should
go
be
a
paid
cop.
for.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be a cop. you know. At the same time, it's like, you know, going back to what you're saying, like be part of the or be part of the community. There's so much scrutiny just in fucking stupid ass fucking gun laws. So in California, I would be hesitant to take fucking 4 cops that I just met to a fucking range and go, hey, let's run through a simple fucking flat range shooting fucking paper targets. Because next thing I know, the guy's like, hey, that's a 15-round magazine. You know you're not supposed to have that, right? Or, hey, that's not to say that somebody that you were taking under their wing, but there's so much fucking red tape and bullshit in this state that it's like, I can see why guys would be like, dude, I'm not fucking touching that shit with a 10-foot fucking pole.
Right. So here's the best fucking solution to this. And I've battle gamed this in my head, right? Because I've seen all this domestic violence and kids being killed and the shooting in the church, which luckily, you know, old boy had a, you know, revolver going to service. And
how about the one in San Antonio that had the AR and freaking blasted the dude in his front yard that shut up all those people?
Exactly. Yeah. And so what I think that is very bipartisan solution to this entire problem is have an NPC or canine academy that is dedicated to finding active shooters, right? Find the tallest, most incelibate looking individual that's holding a gun, but find the guy that has a gun, right? And then have the canine do that. That way it's no longer a firearms issue.
So you're gonna have a canine that alerts to insoles?
Well, yeah, you just smell the guy that hasn't had pussy on his dick in a month. But no, like
every
in all
junior high
seriousness,
kid.
it's like the one person with a gun. Like you only train a dog to bite somebody with a gun. And then now you're taking the nose, now you're taking the speed and swiftness, and now it's, unfortunately, and I'm big, you know, I worked on canine teams downrange, but like now it's just a canine, right? So at the end of the day, and trust me, all these kids, like anybody that's shooting up a school is the most frail, fragile fucking piece of shit on the planet. And any German Shepherd or Dutch or Belgian is going to nail this motherfucker. I mean, it works downrange. It's definitely going to work inside a school. So I think that we replace like militarizing a school, which is what the Democrats would use as like a term. But now we use a canine in order to hunt this person down, use this nose. So now you're no longer clearing rooms and having to pie corners. And it's one dog and a nose and a bunch of sharp teeth. And then they just take him down, and now there's one school resource officer with a firearm in order to make sure that, you know, the situation is handled. And I agree. That's a bipartisan kind of answer to this.
I agree with you completely, but where does the funding come from? And that's the problem.
So
that's what we're trying to fill the gap on the funding side.
It should come from the government.
What's our most valuable asset, right? It's our kids.
Yeah.
Where are we, you know?
I think every parent would pay an extra $10 a month on a tuition fee in order to make sure that their kid's safe, 100%. In order to make sure that they have a trained dog.
Or just have a program set up through the school system. So hypothetically,
it should be federal.
Federal system that covers down the whole United States, right? The Warrior Transition Program that pretty much pays a guy his last 6 months in the military. If you had districts set up, so like, and you're not going to fulfill every district, but say like some guy's like, oh, I want to move to Minneapolis. It's a random place. It's like, hey, you're already plugged in with the school network. It's like, you're going to be living here. It's like, okay, you're kind of on call, or not on call, but you're in the Warrior Transition Program. You're figuring your own shit out, but you're kind of just like a liaison in that district that you go, and when you get there, you go introduce yourself to the sheriffs, to the police department,
to the family members,
to the community.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, hey man, I'm here, and maybe like once a month, like, hey, I'll go out with the boys and we'll run through some shit, bring some guys in, like, but just have somebody in the community. Like, that's how we're gonna like fortify the homeland, dude.
Yeah.
So it might make sense to, because there is some red tape in every state, obviously, something like this. It might make sense to be the hub that knows the ins and outs of each state qualifications, and then you get certified to provide those qualifications to that person. And that way you're the hub, and then you can start to
farm dudes out.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Collect them. And then
you have all the documents. It's like, okay, you're going to Boise, Idaho. Okay, here's the rules, bro. Like, you're for 6 months, you're still in the Navy. You're doing your care coalition, but you're kind of the liaison. You're building a network of your capabilities with the other. Because I guarantee you,
You're
whatever.
almost like a recruiter.
Yeah, you're just like, hey man, we're here. Get involved a little bit, and then when your time is up, say you move, it's like you turn it over to somebody else, because I guarantee you somebody else is going to move to that town, and I guarantee you there's like fucking at least 50 other veterans that are sitting around that just don't know the route and they want to help. Where now you can backfill the law enforcement and give them, maybe you're not on the target with the guys, but at least like you're giving them a peace of mind, like
support,
some training.
It's just support
that they don't get.
Another angle of it too is that it doesn't necessarily have to be law enforcement. It could be like you do a really good job, Kevin, of integrating with your neighborhood group, right? So
You just get together and drink.
He has to. But legally, he has to. He has to.
But what I mean is, if you wanted to focus on something like this, and say you're not a teen guy or you don't have the background for that, you can literally just get a bunch of dudes together and just go to the shooting range and share what each of you learned, and then train and teach each other and get each other better in your little neighborhood group. Because I always look at, like, what's the best way to improve the world? Like improve your neighborhood, improve your house.
Start in your own house.
Exactly.
Yeah,
start there, and then
Ground up movement.
Yeah, and if more people did that, then you'd have more opportunity to deploy those in bigger elements.
And I want to shout out a quick caveat to the whole SRO program. I may be talking on my ass. I don't know if you actually have to go to an actual academy, but it says successful completion of a basic law enforcement training program, BLET, resulting in peace officer standards and training certification, post certification. But it says experience, typically 2 to 5 years of sworn law officer experience. So a lot of times you see some of these SROs, they're former cops that come back. And,
absolutely.
Kind of like a retirement program almost.
Yeah, and I'm not saying
that'd be a great opportunity for them too.
And I'm saying there probably is some room for some vet. I mean, there's plenty of fucking vets in every fucking place, but especially in Southern California. I mean, there's an ass ton of team guys that live here, and like that program he was talking about, T-Cole, is it's a program that Texas has not just stood up, but it's literally getting a license if you're military, police, or special forces. The Texas Commission on Law Enforcement welcomes law enforcement officers from the military. Please review appropriate applications. So you apply, and then you go through a certain amount of fucking training, which makes total sense. And I think that's something that fucking California could definitely do. Even if it's just like, hey, we're plussing up our numbers for some shit that fucking may or may not go down. Even if it's like the fucking riots that were in La Mesa during all the George Floyd shit and what was the Ferguson, Missouri, when they were burning shit down. I mean, even if it's having fucking dudes that aren't cops but are former military, you could be fucking armed, even if you arm these dudes with fucking pepper spray and fucking batons, and they're guarding the fucking cop cars while the cops are out there fucking pushing fucking protesters back so their cars don't get fucking blown the fuck up or some stupid shit like that. Or even just walking through a fucking neighborhood, making sure the place doesn't get fucking burned to the fucking ground. I mean, almost like a neighborhood watch, but there's two sides to that. Obviously, there's dudes who are going to take that to the fucking next level and be like, I'm a cop.
Well,
you're like, you're not. Shut the fuck up.
Not if you have the military service, right? Like, kind of, it's one of those things. It's like, know your place, and this is your left and right limit.
Yeah.
Right. But that's also a lot bigger, like pig to skin.
Yeah.
And if we want to focus on the kids and like my whole canine theory of utilizing canines in schools, how about now there's a program to now you're giving service dogs to military veterans that need them. That are dialed and trained, and those military service members have to maintain the training and qualifications on these dogs. So now not only do these service members have a companion, you now have a duty, and then the event of a school shooting or active shooter situation, they all team up with their dogs that are all trained, that are all their best friends, and now they send them in that are only trained to bite a person with a firearm. right? And I mean, that can be kind of picked apart, right? If we really want to talk about the tactics of that situation. But these individuals are typically out with a gun and just, hosing away.
Well, my wife's a teacher in Texas, and I asked her what their protocol was for an active shooter.
Oh, thank God you stepped in.
And so she...
Seriously, I'm like, fucking, where have you been?
No, I'm here. I'm here. So she said in between every class change, she teaches junior high. In between every class change, they have got beefier doors in all the schools. So every door is locked to every single classroom. And someone comes by in the hallways and makes sure that all of that is locked. So if someone busts through a door with a gun, like you're saying, a dog would be able to go through and there's
check
not
the
classrooms.
doorknnobs.
Yes.
You'd have to have
Doorknobs are checked. It's just hallways.
Yeah.
Right? They're not going to be able to get into the classrooms,
Yeah.
essentially. Right? Unless they, use some
That's
big
an
shit to put in.
easy fix. Yeah,
Right.
Harden the target a little bit.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, you've got veterans that are looking for a purpose. You've got these dogs that are looking for,
And they don't have to be armed. They have a
they don't have to be
fucking dog.
armed.
Exactly.
Or like you're
Which is
saying,
very
you said before,
bipartisan,
pepper
right?
spray, whatever.
Now you're not worried
right?
about
Like,
somebody losing his fucking marbles. Now it's just a dog trainer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which that's the same thing too. I know for years it was like first they need to get rid of the fucking whole stigma of like gun-free zone. That has never fucking helped anybody out.
Right.
Ever.
The fact that you're sitting there going, this is a gun-free
Just
zone.
says soft target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Soft
it's
target.
fucking
Don't
such
rob that
fucking
motherfuckers,
bullshit.
dude.
And I mean, even to this day, you go to any school in like Southern fucking California, it's got huge fucking fences and shit around it. They're continually putting more fences around it, and then you look and go, oh look, open the fucking gate.
That's because
The
Democrats are
shit's
making those
not
fucking signs.
secure, but you get the false sense of security because it's like, oh, we have this huge
There's a sign.
fence around here. Yeah, and the sign that says it's,
Why, I shoulda.
fucking whatever the fuck. And you have all these people that are all up in arms when I don't know which state started doing it first, but when they started saying, hey, if you're a teacher and you want to have a fucking CCW, fucking all for it.
Yeah.
Let's start
Oh,
arming
yeah.
the fucking teachers.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, at the very least, the teacher should have a goddamn pepper ball gun in her fucking
Right.
drawer
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
locked up.
pepper spray.
Obviously,
Non-lethal
pepper
dro-
spray, some
yeah.
fucking bear
Whatever.
spray. You
Some
have some
defense.
asshat fucking kick a door open with a fucking AK, gets a face full of fucking bear spray.
Dude, and bear spray fucking
It'll
works.
fuck you up. I mean, it's gonna fuck every kid up in that room. but they're not gonna be full of fucking holes. Seriously,
These are going home alive.
they're gonna go alive. But seriously, I mean, I don't understand why they haven't, why more of this shit hasn't came up.
It seems weird that it hasn't because, like I said before, what's everyone's most important thing in their life, their most valuable thing?
Yeah,
Their
their
families.
Dude,
It's the worst fear. You have some fucking asshat.
Just give every teacher a Belgian Malinois. Every single one of them.
But what is your response time like Uvalde? Y'all have heard of Uvalde,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, that dude walked in with an AR, door unlocked, started popping kids.
Is that the one in Florida?
No, that's in South Texas or
What was the one in Florida where the dudes were like
the gay
literally
nightclub?
waiting outside?
That was
There's a
Uvalde.
gay nightclub.
Oh, I'm
They
thinking. I thought
were
it was
waiting
in
for a
Florida.
while.
Oh, you were there.
No, I was on
on leave.
Blue
Oyster Club?
That was dental appointment.
The gay nightclub.
I was just bartending.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Hey, I got the full scoop on the Uvalde too.
Really?
Tell us. Two
was-
firefighters.
So first explain what this was for the listeners, like what the situation was.
Well, it was a school shooting, right? Right?
dude walked.
I mean, you tell
No,
me.
tell us.
I know the response. I know the story of the response.
But do you-
I'll tell
But do you
you.
know
I'll
about
tell
the
you the story. So,
Please do.
Uvalde, Texas, is close to the border. It's probably about 30, 40 miles from the border. It's down. If you look at San Antonio, which I know y'all probably don't know, you have Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, and it's over
West.
here. Yeah, and it's southwest. It's a badass place, small town. Dude walked in with an AR and just started shooting kids. And it shot a lot of.
It was like a teenager kid, or was it a fucking grown ass man?
I think it was. He was like a 20-something-year-old,
Okay.
skinny, typical fucking
All
school
incels.
shooter,
Yeah,
just
typical incel.
skinny
Lives on
fucking
Facebook.
liberal piece of shit. You
Probably
can edit
BB on
that out
Call of
or
Duty
whatever.
at some point.
But yeah, and so the Uvalde police just sat outside while this was going on, and then a couple of guys. The response, you can start on the response.
Bortac.
Bortac. It was Bortac that came in and was like, "Fuck that, we're going
What
in."
did it do like a fucking shotgun or some shit?
They came in there like, "Fuck this," and because our game warden buddy Dustin Fleming, who's a great dude, you'll meet him. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I think it was Bortac that they showed up on the scene because I heard the calls and like the cops are just standing around. They're like, what the fuck?
They had no training. They didn't know how to handle it.
And the Bortac was like, fuck this," and they just
We think there's gunfire.
went in
inside.
there and just
and
Well,
handle the situation.
Jesus, that's crazy.
And
Just
that's
scanning
because
around.
show. I'm willing to prove that if you look the Bortac's background, they're I mean, they're definitely patriots. And B, they're probably definitely fathers, and then C, they're probably veterans,
And they've been trained.
Yeah.
and they've been trained.
I mean,
Yeah, Bortac does work, man.
Yeah, they do.
and I mean that is unfortunately. You know, I'm not trying to badmouth the fucking Uvalde fucking police department, but it's kind of the same shit we ran into when like you're in Iraq, 03 to fucking 2010, where like we're fucking driving on the wrong side of the fucking road, guns pointed fucking out. It's like a fucking porcupine where you're fucking aggressive as a motherfucker, and then you drive by like one little fucking outpost where they have like 4 Humvees in a circle with concertina wire around it, and it's the National Guard dudes that are sitting in a gun turret like eating a fucking MRE with like not a care in the world. Obviously it's a fucking soft target, but I can't blame the guy. They have had very little fucking training. They're literally, I'm gonna say forced. I mean, it's an all volunteer fucking military, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I don't have money for college. I'm gonna join the National Guard and I'm gonna get basic fucking skills. I'm an infantry guy that's barely been through any infantry training, or if I have, it was 5 years ago, and now I do it 2 weekends or 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Every year type shit. And it's like, well,
they're a
same.
body, dude. There's a body.
It's like the same shit. It's like little to no training versus, let's give guys more fucking training.
If you were to tell me that my job was to protect kids, and I had a stipend and a real job, but like a perpetual like beeper or pager, like I just dated myself.
Dude, I mean, think about the like. What's the proper word? But
The response?
Vagina.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was going to say pussy, but you kept it clean.
No, but think about like personally, if you were say this program did exist right now,
I would sign up right
you
away.
were in charge of the east sector, you're north, you're west, like where you live.
Well,
it's like,
I
hey,
gotta be west. I want to be east. And I be
Fuck
south.
you, you're wearing green.
you could be in Africa, dude. Just go back to fucking Africa, dude. But think about it, like your sense of
Purpose.
where it's like, hey, this is not a paying job, but you have like a responsibility where it's like, this is my family, this is my neighbor's family.
Yeah.
And you can actually kind of just, even by talking to some of these law enforcement dudes, like with our background, like that's enough.
I
right
wouldn't
there.
want a paycheck.
No,
I don't.
No.
Just tell me where to be and when and what the situation is, and like read me in on the radio, and I will show up and I'll do anything.
Yeah,
to
even
preserve life
if
for
it's
these
like,
kids.
if the crime scene's over there and the yellow tape's right here, and like you have all this stuff going on in the back end, logistics, keeping things together, like I know our wives would fucking help out with that. Like, hey, we're gonna consolidate. Here's a water station. If it was like a natural disaster, water station food will help out. We're going to support. The cops are going to go do what they do because they're legally. We're
like
going
the
to support
triage
that.
assessment too.
It's like, hey, we will help out in the back end, dude. What do you need?
yeah.
Yeah,
You need to
support the
stick the-
cops. Yeah.
That way you don't have the retard showing up like you guys experience, just kind of like making a mess of things. That like have a good heart, but have no education in order to like help
Or the training.
help the mission.
Yeah.
Some of them didn't
Right?
have a good heart. They were just fucking retards.
Well, you just mentioned it a second ago, but like I think that's part of the problem. How do you get a better police officer? You've got to pay them more money.
No, you got to
Or
train
at
them.
least
Well,
pay
that
them
give
to
them
train.
resources.
But you can't even get them in the door. You can't even get them in the door.
We
first.
can if we're through the foundation. What we do, like when y'all train those guys down south, it was like, hey, what do y'all need? What kind of this fucking Greg looked at the dude's vest and he's like, this is fucking bullshit. How do you even turn around in this goddamn thing?
Yeah.
Well, the one guy's wearing a ghillie suit, dude.
Oh, he threw a ghillie. He was showing off his ghillie suit.
Wow. I'm like,
He's probably going to listen to this, dude, and arrest us when we go through there.
he's eating a hot dog. It's like, hey, put that down, dude.
How'd you see me?
Hang on, wait a minute. Let me take a picture.
It was an urban ghillie suit, so it was a bunch of like beer cans and trash. That's urban.
You're like, is that a hot dog? You're like, yeah, keto,
Hey,
no
man.
bun.
Keto, no bun.
That piece of trash just moved over there. I swear to God.
Dude, that guy was showing ghillie suits to a bunch of team guys, and he's like a small town cop. It was bad. And they were like, what the fuck, this guy?
It was the woolly
had a
man
good heart.
bought out of
He
Cabela's.
had a good heart.
He had a good heart. No,
Dude, he
was
choked
fine.
him out. He choked him out in the parking lot.
But you choked him out, or he choked you out?
He choked him out.
You threw out Chewbacca?
That motherfucker was not choking me out. He may shoot me, but he
Let me
didn't
call him
choke
up.
me out.
Let me call him up.
That's the one thing I got.
You guys want to take a quick break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
So, yeah, we're back, but I mean,
Clap them
like you're
cheeks.
saying, I mean, nobody's saying, start a nonprofit and start training cops, but I mean, to your point, you can give a shit a little more. Everybody can. I mean,
Yeah.
even if it's something as simple as waving at a fucking cop in your neighborhood, it's like, hey, man, I appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
can I do to fucking support you guys? Even if it's fucking,
Yeah, you want a
You know,
meal
whatever.
every time you come by here?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Or-
Give a
Dude,
dude a fucking water or
those-
some shit.
Yeah.
Those guys
You know.
would come by all the time and eat. And there was like, what was it, Red Cross set up at Hunt's store, and then Greg actually set this up, and that's another person, Hunt Baptist Church. Dude, they were badass.
Yeah, I was gonna say my whole involvement
Yep.
with the Hunt deal was a little bit different than these guys. I got called on.
And Hunt is the city.
Hunt was the city
It's
area.
not a
That
city.
whole
There's
area.
one
It was
fucking
Centerville,
Hunt store.
but
Okay.
Hunt is where we were directly kind of at. And
Okay.
I got called on I think Saturday, and Colin said, we're flying in guys from all the country. Greg's down there, boys are down there. You ready to get off the bench and get in the game? I said, yeah, hell yeah. So I sent my bat single out to my guys, and Coach Atwood, who I talked about earlier, and Big Water Don, and a couple of the boys were like, yeah, hell yeah, we're in. So I went and grabbed 2-3 days worth of food. The way I was kind of seeing it, I thought we would be down there just supporting that group of guys. And as we cut into town, we got set up at the Hunt Baptist Church. And it was the Hunt Baptist Church became a place where people could go to get supplies, right? Because everything's gone. So they could get water, they could get clothes, they could get beer, they could get
Food.
whatever. And so
Good food.
we're cooking. I'm cooking there, and I'm thinking I'm just supporting kind of our team and stuff. But it became apparent real quick that it was going to be supporting everybody.
Yeah.
And we were there making jambalaya like the first day. We had just kind of set up, and somebody came over and literally in tears and was just like, "Thank you." You know what I mean?
And you said, don't fucking touch me.
Hand me the hot sauce. Get off my back.
Chop these onions.
Back of the fucking
It was
line.
probably the guy I sent you earlier. Did you see that picture I sent you earlier?
No, I didn't check him out yet.
Dude, it's actually Dave's boyfriend. I
Was he in a
think
ghillie suit?
he was close.
Or
No.
gorilla suit?
He was
No,
in
it's
cut off
even better,
jean shorts, dude.
Oh yeah.
Which one's this? Let me see
But-
this guy.
Hey, at least he got a
He's
black
hanging
rifle
out with the
shirt
team
on.
guy right there.
Nice.
Oh,
That
nice.
dude showed
Yeah.
up out of nowhere, and we had no idea who it was. Yeah.
Dude, we were hanging out in this, like, so we,
At least he shaved his legs.
He's got style, bro.
Hey, but I will say, man, there's probably 1,000 other motherfuckers just like him that just said, fuck that shit and sat at home. At least that dude's out there.
I don't
fucking-
even know what the fuck he was doing out there.
And that's to your point of like, what can people do?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
got to get off your ass and go get involved.
Yeah.
That's the first
Yeah.
thing to do. Whatever.
And
find something you're passionate about and go out and
Or even
because
not
you're
passionate
gonna
about it.
at the end of the day you're gonna feel you're the one that gets something out
Yeah.
of it it because you're giving back to your community, you're giving back to people, you're helping to support people that aren't as in a good situation.
And the fucked up thing is what a lot of people find out is oftentimes it takes a fucked up natural disaster, some fucked up shit to bring the community together, and then you're like, man, why have we not been fucking doing more of this?
You just hit the nail on the head, and that's what I saw in that parking lot that we served 1,000 meals a day out of, was people. There's so much support. Like we all have differences in life, all this kind of stuff or whatever. You cut all that shit out when something like that happens. I don't care who you fucking voted for, or who you like, or whatever. It's you're all there to help, you know. And that was in tragedy. You definitely see. You know, that was the beautiful part of that. And even though it was fucked up and you'd be laughing and whatever, and then we'd look over and there'd be, you know, turned over cars and fucked up shit everywhere.
Truck wrapped around the tree.
It was the people that were there. And there were some guys in the parking lot with us, Comal Crawfish Company, this guy, Terrence and Bobby. These guys helped us, worked alongside of us. They kicked fucking ass.
Yeah. Like, how long were you guys in that area, kind of just?
So we got there
cooking and cleaning up. And
we got there. We got there Monday morning, and we started. Basically, our day was like at 6 a.m. because these guys would get together and figure out what they were doing that day to go search and stuff. And we would get together at 6 a.m. We'd have 250 breakfast tacos ready to roll. They could take shit with them. As soon as that was over, we'd start cooking lunch for everybody, and then we'd kind of collab on dinner and stuff. And then you know, it was don't forget. So it was cool to see the community come together, and people were donating, right? People would just come up and they just donate 20 briskets, or they donate sausage, or they donate meat, or they donate this and that.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
we about halfway through the deal, which it was pretty cool. We Big Water Dawn.
What's a halfway mark look like? Like 2 weeks?
No,
month?
This was about a solid week. So this is probably like 3 days in or 4 days in. There was a guy that Big Water Dawn had called to come help us, and he just answered a random like Facebook post. And this guy showed up, and his name was Sun. Okay, and he brought his whole family with him. He probably had 6 kids, and just great guy. He was like a trucker, you know, and showed up with his family. They slept in their car. He had 2 kids, or 2 boys. One's name was Critter, and one's name was Amos.
Dang, all right.
Okay.
Mullet down here.
Critter.
Best mullet I've ever seen.
I think it was Critter. Had probably the most gorgeous mullet you've ever seen in your life. I mean,
flowing
all the way down the back, bright yellow, and the kid was just running around. Going
I tried to take a picture of it, but it's blurry.
Oh, that's the kid.
yeah,
That's Critter, dude. That's a good one.
He was on summer break, and I guarantee he was a linebacker for some state championship this year.
Oh shit!
But those dudes just answered the call. I mean, they did showed up because these guys. I mean, that's the problem with volunteers is that you got to go back to fucking work.
Yeah.
You know. So after week 2,
I didn't want
everybody's gone.
Kind of a ghost town.
Yeah.
And so we kept it up for several months, bringing in team guys and just trying to find steel and, you know, working it with dogs, flying in dogs, good dogs. You know,
pugs and stuff.
Yeah.
So gerbils don't.
Bird dogs.
They don't do search and rescue too well.
Gerbils don't.
No, and I found that out.
Nor did
I brought my crop I had.
Crop of gerbils.
Yeah,
Is that what that's
they're
called?
all dead.
You just spread your cheeks.
So, well, they tried. They died fighting, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they went down with the fight.
Who are they fighting?
Each other.
And ants.
Lower intestines.
They're fighting. In
Great
ants.
for air.
They're fighting. What's his name?
square-toed boots.
Yeah, it's square-toed boots. Gay-ass square-toed boots.
They're fighting Richard Gere.
Yeah. They're fighting his lower intestines.
Yes,
Dude.
which he claims it was false, but
Oh, of course. Yeah.
yeah, after 15 years, it's like
But
dude, we all know.
We should caveat that with for
Allegedly.
entertainment purposes only.
But
We don't want to get sued.
I think that's a great point, though, man. It's like because we were talking earlier about taking skill sets and then attaching them to other people that need it, right? But a lot of people don't. Everybody's got skills, It just might not be tactics. It might not be law enforcement. Might not be whatever. So
May not be mad.
May not be cooking.
well, that's what I mean. It's like
May
you
not be
guys,
able to run
you
an
guys
operation
took
like that.
your own skill set. So like your skill set cooking, your skill set tactics, your skill set organization, and that's what you contributed to make all this function and work. So if somebody's sitting home like, oh, I was never a team guy, what can I do? I was never a cop, what can I do? Find something that you're good at that you can contribute and go talk to your neighbor or get your friends together. And like we're like this little get together we're having this weekend, we're going up Saturday and just getting some people together and shooting. A lot of them are, already military guys who know how to shoot, but a lot of them aren't. Other entrepreneurs and stuff, and they're excited to like sight their stuff in. So that's kind of what we're doing is exactly this, like teaching them how to do this. And in that, a lot of the guys who are teaching are other team guys, but new to entrepreneurship. So that skill set exchange, they're going to talk to the entrepreneurs who help them get their stuff set up or get their taxes.
So
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just these little things like that where you might not think that you may not be able to contribute in the way that we're talking about here, but you do have something that you can contribute. It's just a matter of like getting around other people and having these conversations and figuring out what somebody else is lacking that you're strong at, and then exchanging, and they have something that you can learn from them too.
Agreed with.
Yeah.
I think
that's 100%.
you hit on it too. So much social media shit we're bitching about Biden or Trump or whatever. Your chance to make a difference is really in your local community.
Exactly.
Right. It's really, my job, I work in the billboard business. I work for an awesome company called Media Choice, and I've had some experience to go to the Capitol and see laws that are happening every day and votes, and no one's there.
Yeah.
Right. They're busy typing shit. Right.
Our guys are looking out for their constituents.
Well, here's the problem is Democrats are there. Democrats will show up because, well, unfortunately,
They don't have
a fucking job. Right? But, like, Republicans aren't. And that's where, like, that ground level, because, I mean, terrorism 101, like, the name of terrorism, I'm not saying we're fucking terrorists, but it's a small seed. I mean, that's actually how we fucking 1776 is fucking country. It's small pockets everywhere that all are agreeable, and then you start building up into something big.
Yeah.
Like that's what the Green Berets create in order to overthrow governments.
That's what they say. What's the first step in changing the world? Like change your house, change your community.
Well, and we
Change yourself.
Yeah,
Change
exactly.
your underwear.
We
You wear underwear?
I changed it.
I haven't worn underwear since 2009.
These are my underwear.
Yeah.
but that's what we took a page out of the Green Berets book for this whole thing, and flood aside, it could have been anything, but what we did, there was no direction what we're doing. We just wanted to do the right thing by the right people, but what that brought was everybody coming together where it was a fucking army, dude. It was an army. There was guys that handled everybody. This is the beauty of it. Everybody handled their own thing. Like, but we had guys like, hey man, I don't think I can go dive, but I have this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Bring it.
Now you're in that sector.
Rios, the guy that designed that, the ex-firefighter, he was like, hey, I'm good at crisis management controlling. This is what I'm trained for. And he was.
And nothing's controlled without a talk or
and did we
command and control?
Dude, we had, and it was the most badass.
That was Hunt Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Was that?
So
it was the control center, right?
I identified this place within the first 2 days, and Ginger, who runs that church, awesome chick, and then Jimmy, the firefighter. So this church, it was like 2 levels. So it was like kind of the top level is kind of built up on a hill. So you have the top level, but then the hill comes down, and like the lower level is like a basement with a garage door. It was a high bay, dude. And she's like, take whatever, like, yes, you guys can stay here.
It's all gutted too because all the water flooded the shed.
But dude, it was fucking badass.
PlayStation 5.
Dude, we immediately had a couch. I was like, hey, we need a couch. And obviously there's a team guy sleeping on there that night.
2 of them.
Yeah, easily.
69.
So like, it was like, that was our home base at this church. And these boys rolled up, and like the parking lot backs right into like the high bay. So they had we had our big cook pit, like a big fucking barbecue pit. And then the high bay was ours.
What do you have, like a giant fucking, one of those giant propane tanks? It's like cut in half.
No, it looks like a
Seen
fucking
those?
submarine.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are awesome. No, ours is on a 16-foot trailer. It's
that's it?
It's, yeah, only that. It's about 13 foot of pipe, and then about 3 feet
That's
of
what
3
she
feet of
said.
firebox. Yeah,
He wants to upgrade. He tried to upgrade this year. They sold out from underneath him.
Dude, so we had that, and then we had the garage door with the whole basement where we had all of our dive gear, comms, chainsaws, all that shit. And we had some couches down there. Always at least 3 coolers of beer. Easily.
Yeah.
So like we would come back, like you come back like throughout the day, get some lunch.
Drink like
get
6 beers, then go dive.
Yeah.
And take,
Yes.
take
dude.
more beers with you.
And then it's like, hey, we need some excavators.
No
up the
reason it can't
road.
be fun.
And then we always had a police escort. So we had like big time excavators. So we would just go do, it's like, oh, we're going up here. I think, so you guys had asked, like, give us one good story. My best story is having a one-on-one conversation with fucking Greg Abbott.
Yes.
Oh, the governor.
The governor, dude. Straight up.
Can I
So-
preface this? Can I
Yeah.
lead?
Yeah.
So
Did you say preface this?
yeah, I was working there. Hey,
He has
Fuck
a
off.
little bit down.
There's 4 S's of Coors.
we've been hammered. Yeah.
We
Now I'm
we
on
think,
this. I think it's your
we
beers.
think he
Oh,
has
you
Down
moved on.
syndrome, but
it
the
nicked
tests say otherwise.
No, it's
It-
cerebral palsy.
Oh, my bad.
Same thing.
Yeah. But
Micro penis.
so they were working a ranch that they didn't know who owned it. It was a certain governor of country, and I'm saying on this, but and nobody knew who it was. And
Morgan identified this spot.
Morgan was, yeah.
It was,
And
Morgan,
so-
it was Morgan and Billy. The
Morgan
day that
Luttrell?
they swam like a
Morgan
mile and a
who?
half. Luttrell.
Luttrell.
Oh.
So
and it was a hot spot. Like it was where a lot of
they found
They
ended up
found a
finding-
lot.
Shit.
They found
And-
like 3.
some of the girls over there.
Yeah, they found a couple. Yeah.
And they, you knew it was there, and they were just grinding through it. And DPS was tasked to go. Texas DPS was tasked to go over there and take care of it. And so they kicked these guys off the first day, and they were fucking. I mean, you try to kick team guys out, Marcus and Greg and all these guys, and doesn't go over well. So he was fucking pissed. And we're shut off. And then Greg Abbott shows up to Hunt's store, which is right by
across
where
the
we're
street.
at. Yeah, and
like-
it's decimated. The store's decimated. He's doing his photo op. And Greg's like, the look in the eyes, and he's like, I'm going. And he runs over there, and he fucking
I
starts.
had crushed 6 beers before that. By the way, no, for real. For real.
Butt chugged him.
One of them. It was a 12 ouncer. It was the bottle. It wasn't the can. It fit
easier
nicely.
fit.
Those aren't as fun.
Anyways, not important. So I did one butt chug, but anyways,
No, you tell the rest of the story. This is your story. You were fucking
Well, no,
pissed
you're
off.
saying
You
governor-
rolled
What's the
over.
first thing you say to the governor?
You want a butt chug?
stand up.
Stand up.
Oh man, that's fucking
I did not say that, dude. People say that I said that because he's in a wheelchair. I did not fucking say that.
Wait, Greg Abbott's in a wheelchair?
Yeah, the governor of Texas is in a
Really?
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Has he like forever been, or is he?
Yeah.
No,
he
he
was-
was jogging down the street in River Oaks, and a branch fell on him, and he fucking broke his back.
But I mean, he's been in a wheelchair for
a long time.
fucking like
Yeah.
decade.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, he's the fucking man, dude.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how'd the
he's-
conversation go? What'd you say to him?
So we're at the church, which is across the street from where he showed up, and it was a huge press conference, bunch of people, like his security, all that shit, and like this is like right after that morning, we were at this spot that Morgan identified, which they ended up. It was a hot, like it was. They found some people, and so we're there at like 6 a.m. and it's like Tuesday or Wednesday. And the government hasn't showed up yet. We get out there at like 6 a.m. And dude, we had like 4 excavators. Dude, we had everything. Like we were running our own show. Like, and Morgan was running it. He's like, no, this spot right here. And then, you know, the cops or whatever you want to call it showed up, and they kind of kicked us off, sort of, and we didn't really. And at this point, Dustin Fleming, the game warden, he had been pulled off, so he wasn't with us because we had him for the first 3 days, and we plucked him from the EOC, the Emergency Command Center or Operations Center. It's like, you're coming with us. Badass fucking dude. And I want you guys to meet him because he wants us to go help him do some training, like fugitive training and shit. They're doing it at Big Bend in January, Big Bend State Park in like West Texas. So like they've used special ops dudes in the past to be like the fugitive, and they just like give them a head start and like dogs and all that shit. So like,
Is this what you told the Greg?
no, I told him some other shit, but so Dustin had been pulled off, but you know, we were running, and then it was kind of like a, you know, the cops came in, they kind of like shut us down for a second, and it was just like kind of like a huge like punch in the face. Like we had a lot of momentum, everybody's kind of down, and so we just get back to the church crushing beers, and we're just like crushing beers, and you know, kind of like, well, I guess this is it. And then someone's like, oh, fucking Abbott's over there, and I was standing next to like some of the cowboys that we were working with, that you know who I'm talking about.
Dallas Cowboys.
Sure. Yeah. Good fucking cowboys. You'll meet them. Right. And I didn't give a fuck at this point because I had been up there, like, you know, in the shit, and I was kind of pissed off. And then, oh, fucking Abbott's over there. I crushed the beer, and I was like, fuck it. We're going. And I was like, who's coming? So there was like 5 of us who went over there.
No, it was you and Jessica.
Well, Don Causey.
Oh, Don went over there?
Don, Mike Martin, he was there. I think Boudreaux might have been.
Well, that's not going to do you any good.
I know it's Mike Martin and Don Causey.
So what'd you say?
Give us the high points.
I told that motherfucker straight up. I was like, you see up the road right there? I got 15 team guys. We got dive gear. We got dogs. We have excavators. We've been running since fucking Sunday. Give us the green light, dude. And he was like, come over and talk to me. And, you know, went over to the side, and, you know, he's in a wheelchair. He's like, if you have any problems, call this number. And he just gave me he just wrote down a number on a business card. It's like, roger that. And
Greg looks at it and is like, 8675309. Yeah.
No, he actually lost the number on the way back.
God damn it.
hey, dude, got a police escort to the EOC, and that's how we met Captain Miller. Like, they took us over there.
Fucking
and then,
made it happen, huh?
Dude, I wasn't standing for it, dude. Like, we were
there
there for a fucking
That's
reason,
fucking good, man.
And
fucking make shit happen.
And
You have to
Abbott,
cut through bureaucracy.
and Abbott was all on board. And
See, sometimes it just takes a couple beers, get in there, get some fucking good words, make shit happen, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you and Marcus were going to murder that guy when he came out to kick us off the second time.
oh, when he was
off
like
that ranch.
he's like,
And
we're
Marcus-
done, we're done, we're done. And we're sitting on this like,
It's like, hey, y'all need to kind of get. And Marcus looks at him. He goes, "Are you the motherfucker that kicked us out the other day?" He goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "I thought that was you." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Dude, here's another weird, for instance. Are you guys like packing the whole time you're up there?
Nah, no reason to pack up
okay.
there.
no.
I didn't. So the first thing I think of is when you got like a fucking high value individual, is you said like he has a whole security and shit. I could just imagine you got like 10 angry motherfuckers coming like, dude, we can't get in here, and like,
Well,
yeah.
that happened first because we walked in like the store, like we walked in the back, and I was pissed,
back
man.
door, huh?
and his security, which is like
gerbils.
they were gerbils. They're like, oh, back up. I was like, hey man, and there's like little confrontations. Like, all right, roger that.
So who's actually defending the governor? Like what?
DPS.
DPS.
I think.
Yeah. DPS.
Well, they got put in their fucking place real quick. I was like,
Not to say they're not good dudes.
No,
they were
and he had a job to do.
Yeah, they were doing
because
the job.
it was a
chick.
different governor
It was
of
a
a different
chick.
state.
Which made it even worse.
No,
But she was doing her job. She was the first one. When I tried to just like walk straight up, I was like, "Let me talk to him." She's like, "No," and I was like, "All right, bitch." So I was like, "All right." Quick thinking, and then this girl, I'm not gonna say her name because I'll give a story about her in a second.
Oh, the Donnelly one.
This is a good one. So we walked around to like Gen Pop, and there's like a big crowd around.
Gen Pop.
Yeah, and this girl, she saved this whole thing. I'll give her the credit. Like, she was a very good human being, and she just a little bit crazy, but she was the savior for us to operate the way we did. Because when we were standing there after I got in a verbal confrontation with Abbott's security, which was a fucking joke and just a cunt, but so we walked around to the Gin and Pop.
Can we edit that out?
I mean, this is really what happened. If people want to know, here's the fucking.
We stand here to hold people accountable.
This is what happened. So it's like, all right, walked around, and Mr. Abbott was, speaking to probably a couple hundred people, maybe 100, and then this particular girl that was with us kind of spoke up and got his attention, and then there was like a 2-second moment in time where I was like, I either say something or I don't. So I did. And that's when I was like,
What'd you say? Hey, Abbott!
I said, stand up.
What movie
first
is
of
it
all. No. Pretty much just like, listen, dude. Like it was kind of like it was a respectful, but at the same time, I was like, we'd been in the field already for 3 days. Mm-hmm. I was like, here's the fucking deal. Like, you look right there, and I pointed, and I could see the guys. It's like, it's right there. It's like, we have some fucking hitters. We have dive equipment, boats.
You have literally active SEAL Team 6 guys over there.
Yeah, we are ready to go, dude. Like, give us a green light. We've already been up here. And he's like,
What was the red light you were receiving?
it was all our law
The dude
enforcement.
ran them off their property, right?
No, it was the cops.
Really?
Because the cops showed up and we were impeding on them.
DPS was protecting the governor's. It wasn't Abbott.
So the
it
cops
was
didn't
on
want
the
you
East
guys
Coast
to help
governor.
with the recovery effort, or what were they?
They were saying,
No,
we're
what-
searching this area now. Y'all get lost.
No, we made them look bad.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, but we were just doing what we thought was, and then they showed up. They showed up late to it. I remember exactly when they showed up to that spot that we were there at 6 a.m. and we had a fucking operation going. Like, and this was like risky, like it was like a dam. Excavators were like up on inclines. Like, this is not like a joke. Pulling like big.
Yeah.
And then the cops showed up. It's like, this is ours now. I was like, man, fuck you, dude. It's 9:30 on Wednesday. Where have you been? Like, we've been here. So,
Not even right in, like not a left seat, right seat. Like it's not like a handoff or anything. It's like, oh, we just got this.
no, they're pretty much like, you guys can go. And we're like, man,
Like
we had some emotional equity in this.
no,
dude.
this is
Like-
our fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, especially when you're
Yeah.
pulling dead kids out of fucking.
No, and unfortunately
water.
it became a show. They were going to look bad, and we made them look bad. But then I wasn't going to stand for it, dude, because I know the work the boys put in, and like this guy put in. Like, I was like, we are a fully functional team up here.
Yeah.
Give us a fucking green light. And he was like,
So did he?
fuck yeah, I did.
So what did that mean? So he basically just told the cops, "Hey, just coordinate with these guys. Don't kick them off."
He said
Like, work with them
with the
instead of
EOC, which was above them.
What's the EOC?
Emergency office.
The operation command,
Yeah.
like the
Oh, okay.
So
The
Captain
jock,
Miller's
dude.
deal.
Yeah,
And that's when we got in with Captain Miller. And then it happened again. That's when Marcus went after that guy. But
Latrell?
yeah.
Yeah, it happened
He didn't go
again.
after him. He was just like, what the fuck? But the guy was bragging about, he goes, after he had kicked them out, they found 3 bodies. And he's like, yeah, you know what? We found 3 bodies. Like, he's proud of it. And Marcus goes, yeah, good. That's
Find
what you're
more.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't fucking brag about this shit.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we're here for.
Especially with somebody's like dead fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
members.
dead
Yeah.
kids.
It's not a
Yeah.
fucking
Competition.
fucking
here.
competition.
no,
It's
it's not a
No,
competition.
it's not the numbers game.
No,
Yeah.
and we
Exactly.
were
Oh,
there
it's
to help.
frustrating, man.
But this guy came up so disrespectful, like some, I don't know what his law enforcement affiliation was, but it was myself, Marcus, and like 6 other team guys, and all of our other cowboy boys. And he comes up and is just like a dick. And it's like,
And y'all were exchanging numbers with all the other DPS
Oh, the
guys.
guy-
Like, everybody was cool as fuck, and this is just one guy.
no, that
and he
little
wanted
faggot.
the credit for everything.
Big
And right
surprise.
before
It's
that
like,
guy came up,
we're-
the guy pulled his. He was like, "You want a patch, dude? Like, cool dude, like state police dude." He's like, "You want a patch?" I'm like, looking at his uniform. He had like an op top on, patch on this side, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take that one." State. I still have that state police.
That's cool.
He was
Yeah.
cool as fuck.
Did you get his number
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, he's still got it on his phone. Probably sucked him off a time or two.
Sent
You want to
dick
see his
pics,
penis? But he cool. He was the only. That guy was a douche. But the other guys, man. But huge shout out to Mr. Abbott. Like,
That's
he,
cool.
Governor Abbott.
He
Yeah.
gave us fucking green light. He was like, whatever you need, just call this number. And then police escort to the EOC. And that's when I eventually met
Captain
Miller.
Yeah.
But before that, I was getting grilled by his like secondary.
But do you know how many motherfuckers were,
Well, that's what
were
it
going,
was.
I'm a team
Yeah.
guy, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm
Yeah.
a that. Like, they had to be
It's hard to
guarded
vet.
as fuck at that time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You
it's hard
know?
to vet.
It's,
Yeah, but
it-
this-
how do you in that chaos?
It was kind of
Yeah.
the dude that was like giving me a hard
That's why
time.
everybody
though.
needs team guy tattoos. How many
214.
team guys?
Dude.
How many non-team guys get seal tattoos? It's
This one-
illegal. No, I'm just kidding.
This one dude, like his counterpart was like running me through the ringer, and I thought it was a joke because he was like a shorter dude with the complex, and like he was like, "Oh, really? You did that, huh?" Like very condescending. I was like, "What the fuck is going on here, dude?" And I was like, "Hey, man, I'm just here to help." And then finally, Miller came up. He's like, I made a call to one of my team guy buddies, like, "You check out finally." And then he just brought me over to the map. He's like, "Here's what we need, dude." I'm like, "Thank God."
You got to put your headsets back on.
Let's get it done, dude. I was like, "Thank God." Like, but rightfully so, Miller, he had dealt with some idiots like Dildo or somebody like that to come up.
Dildo.
And like, they're not who they say they are. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it to him, but
It makes you got to vet people.
He's like,
A
first
lot.
things first, let's get you out of those square-toed boots.
these fucking boots. Hey, this is the brand that I was. You never gave me a size for your wife.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is the size.
She sent me. I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Dude, these are great
She
for
could probably
riding.
wear those.
Actually,
I
speaking
could
of
see,
which,
I could see you riding a Shetland.
Hey, we can make that happen at cook-off.
Is that
can.
like, is that like the pug?
We
of
can bring in a
ponies?
Hey, I'll
Shetland.
do it.
The miniature horse.
Yeah, like the pug of ponies.
yeah, with the long ass fucking.
Put them on it in the aisle and just whop, whop.
That's perfect.
Let 'em
As long
run.
as my feet are still on the ground, that's perfect.
what I do need is a solid cowboy boot hookup if I'm going to go out to Texas. And surf.
Republic, baby.
These
That's
are fucking great fucking boots. These are good riding boots. I like these.
What's
'cause
what's the name of them again?
Higher. It's like the
H-
oldest.
Oh, that's right.
It's the oldest
HEYER.
boot
I think?
company. Yeah. But I like these.
How do you know that?
Because they fit in the stirrups.
We
better.
chatted about it.
Dude, you can slide that right into a stirrup, no problem.
I have those.
It's
too.
easier to do
but
it
these
that
were
way.
free too. So I mean,
It still doesn't make you less gay.
Colin, I will fucking put you in a pretzel right now if you like. But Abbott, that was when I really saw the power of Texas, and the right people respect
Everything
like-
coming together.
people doing the right thing. And,
Wish we had a little more of that here in California.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Well, we
get
know
your
the
ass to
Maricourt Auto.
Texas, dude.
We did.
You lived in Texas for a little bit, right?
I did actually. Yeah,
I
my wife and I moved to
Like
Austin.
3 weeks.
Hey,
I actually told him about that last
we
night.
lasted 8
My
months.
anus hurts.
Oh shit, you were there that long? I thought
Yeah.
you were only there like turnaround. Like, all right,
Nah,
don't unpack that box.
no, we really tried it. We gave it a good shake, but yeah, it's just not our jam, man. It's too fucking hot, dude. Like,
It's fucking hot as balls.
Yeah.
no, we moved right back. There's some other things that are pissing me off. I think we would have enjoyed Dallas a lot more.
Dallas is fucking terrible.
but Austin was fucking. I did not like Austin at all.
No, awesome.
Dallas is the worst.
Yeah.
San Antonio is pretty cool. It's like a small town.
Yeah,
What Austin used to be.
that makes sense. Yeah,
What is?
San Antonio?
San Antonio.
Oh,
That's where
That's cool.
Mahalski's at.
yeah.
Some mountains and
Yeah. But tell
Mountains.
them the story about
You tell
that
us.
girl.
I want to hear you tell it.
I wasn't there. So Greg came up to me and was like, "You're not going to fucking believe this." Big Water, it involves Big Water Don too.
Can you tell his stories? Does it take 45 minutes if he tells it?
Yeah. Well, he's a
Dude,
little
I ran
slow.
to put Greg on double speed.
hey, it's emotional, dude. It was like I was reliving it because it was like
He's using his dramatic pauses.
Well, I could tell that one actually.
Yes.
So we were this girl
the
had kind
premise
of
that
been.
she's the one that got the entryway to Abbott. So
It was
I'm
some
gonna give her
chick that
credit.
showed up out of nowhere that claimed she was a local that said she knew everything, and we didn't know who the fuck this was. And there's only like 5 locals, right? I mean, there's nobody there. I mean, it's an empty. There
How big's this
literally is
town?
no houses.
Like 100 people.
Not even that much.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
But
Very
it's
small.
like vacation homes on the river,
Right, of course.
but not that many.
Yeah.
It's too narrow. But it's fucking super badass.
So like couple weeks ago, I went to the Round Top Film Festival,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, Round Top, 87 people live here." I'm like, "Holy fucking shit!" And I
you went
looked
to
around-
Round Top?
Yeah.
No
And
fucking
they're
shit.
like, "Holy fucking!" I'm like, "Man, this is crazy." And then you see like 200,000 people. I'm like, "Okay, who the fuck are all these people?" Like, well, no, they all own houses around here. They just don't live here. I'm like, "All right, motherfuckers." So I don't know if it's like that there, but
No, it's a Round Top is like a high end place and for Houstonians to go by Texas ranches,
Yeah.
like ranchettes and shit.
well, it was fucking cool as shit, man.
Yeah, that
Got a
place is
free
pretty
hat
cool.
out of the deal. It's fucking good.
Well, the story about this girl, anyway, she was kind of helping them out, kind of running some stuff around. And that day, like, I'd run out my initial food that we brought like 2-3 days of food. So once we ran out of that, we realized we were staying for longer. Every day I had to go to the store, and there was a guy, Pooty, that he worked for Cotton, and they help with disaster and stuff. He kind of flipped my mind, like, hey, you just need to cook in bulk, dude. So like tomorrow, go buy freaking 15 lasagnas and throw them on your smoker. So I'm like, done.
Yeah.
So go to the HEB, come back with all these. We're cooking all these lasagnas. It starts pouring down rain.
What's the heave?
HEB, the greatest grocery store on the planet.
Like a,
Yeah, it's a Texas thing.
like a Jewish thing?
Nah,
It's all kosher.
yeah,
That's
no,
weird.
that's cool. We'll take you when you come.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. But anyways, this chick, and when you make those Stouffer's lasagnas, like when you burn them a little bit, that's the crispy part.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
that's
That's the best part.
Yeah.
The edge.
Right? Yes,
Little
give me the
crust
edge.
on there. Yeah.
So she took a piece of lasagna and it was a little crispy, I guess. And she was like, "What the fuck? Who's making this fucking lasagna?" And she said that to my buddy Big Water, and he's like, "Let me tell you what. If you want to fucking give me your opinion, I'll fucking ask for it. Get the fuck out of here." And she's like, "Whoa, I'm just trying to make a joke."
No, she asked for Episcopalian menu. She asked for a menu, dude.
Didn't he get her kicked, like banned out of
And
the
she showed up the next day and they ran her off.
Yeah, police.
Bring any lasagna?
Yeah.
No. Police escorted out of the town in the cop car, and then she calls us that morning. I had no idea, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm in the back of a trunk. I'm trying to get back over the lines. I think I might hide out in the fucking in the townhome for a little, like,
Why does she have your number?
She called Jessica. She had Jessica's number. She got escorted out by a fucking cop. Her own town. So,
By Big Water Don.
I'm gonna need to get smuggled back into my own town.
dude,
That's fucking weird.
she was a
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. There was a lot of weird shit that went on out there.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we got to wrap this up. But where can people find you guys?
300justiceroad.com.
Okay, cool. Do you have an Instagram for that too?
Yeah.
We
Also,
do.
is that 300 or is it spelled out 300?
It's 300 Justice Road, spelled out ROAD, obviously.
Yep.
.com. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you want to share your personal Instagrams on this, or should we tag you guys in it?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
BMANNI0N.
Perfect.
I have no fucking idea.
Greg's is wet boys with a Z.
Kevin is my dad.
Big wet boys.
That's probably a real Instagram. Actually, somebody has that.
We'll check it out
Here,
later.
shout out to
Make
Big
sure
Wet
we put a
Boys.
hashtag on
Actually,
that.
Greg's is kind of hard. Whenever I try to like, the few times I've tried to like tag him, I can't find him. I'm like, what the fuck is it? And I'll like text him, and then he comes back with it. I don't know if he wants to release it.
Froelick my balls.
No, I mean, I don't care. It's Odin Mulder. Froelick. Do you remember, was Bill Mulder?
Yeah.
Mulder?
I did a platoon with Bill.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
good
no,
dude.
so hold on. Why is Mulder in your handle? Was he that impactful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was
good
like
guy.
probably the best. I mean, dude, when I met him, because I was doing an augment and he was the SEA, and he was a fucking man.
Is he still alive?
No.
Why, dude? What is it with you guys?
Well,
like, all your
he's-
friends are dead.
He's the guy that Gut was talking about too on his
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
he
He's a
had some-
great dude, man.
You guys have a lot of fucking
San Antonio,
funerals to go
dude.
to.
He was from San Antonio.
Yeah.
I think he played
Iowa.
Arena
He
football.
played arena ball for the
Yeah.
Barnstormers. He was a great dude, man.
and if
Fucking
I had to,
athletic as fuck.
yeah,
Dude.
if I had to
And
guess,
suicide?
he was
Yeah.
yeah. If he had a lot of, I mean, he was at the command like in the Iraq. So I mean, he was around a lot, and he was
Yeah.
fucking.
Actually, I got a great fucking Bill Mulder story. Might as
Give it
well
to
tell
me.
it. So it was Bill. This is shit.
Was he Team 5?
Yeah, he was Team 5.
Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
He was his first platoon, my third platoon. Me, him, Lowell Brune, Tage Gill. Fuck, I don't know who else was there. We were at PB Pub, which is on, I think, either Haynes or Haynes Street in PB. It's like Haynes between
No one cares.
Hornblende and fucking Garnett. So we go there and we're fucking just hanging out and drinking, bullshitting, and this fucking dude of all people comes up to me, starts fucking with me, and it's just this dude and like I think two of his friends, and so dude's like fucking around and he's like I don't know what the fuck his whole deal was. I'm like, bro, like you don't want to start this shit. Like just go away. Like they were like playing pool or some shit. I probably ran into the fucking guy or some shit. Like wasn't for nothing, but
No, you're probably innocent, dude.
no. So dude keeps it up. Finally he's like, let's go outside. So we go out fucking back of this fucking bar. And
You
I'm
solo or with?
no,
with
so
Mulder?
I'm in front of this guy, and I fucking go out, and then this guy, as soon as I turn, I'm like, all right, what's up? And as soon as he says, what's up, fucking Tage broadsides this fucking guy, fucking knocks this motherfucker over. Fucking Sean Dowling grabs this other dude, fucking slams him on the ground. Him and Mulder are fucking kicking the shit out of this guy. And the third dude takes off running down the alley. Lowell chases this fucking dude down and fucking basically breaks his fucking right hand on this dude's fucking face. So then we all gather back together, and my buddy, you met Big Brian, right?
Yeah.
So Brian was there. He bartends at that bar. So he grabs everybody's like, get back in the bar. While the fucking, we're sweeping up the fucking eyeballs and shit. And fucking do all our due diligence. And then fucking we walk back to our bar, or walk back to me and Tage's pad, which is like a block and a half away. And meanwhile, fucking Bill's wife at the time had been like blowing up either Lowell's phone or somebody else's phone. Wasn't Tage's phone? Like trying to find Bill because apparently
Good luck.
he'd been missing. So, but dude, that after that he screened, went to fucking Damn Neck. Lowell went to second phase, turned into an O.
Oh yeah.
But dude, yeah, Bill's a fucking stud, man. Like he was the plank owner of Silver.
That's what I was with when I met him.
Yeah. Was he at Gold and then turned plank owner of Silver? I can't remember.
There was some type of turnover. I don't know. I think
I don't know where
maybe
he went
Gold
first,
first,
but yeah.
and then he got plucked from Gold to go start up Silver.
Yeah, so he's a plank owner of Silver and then basically got out and was remarried to another chick, as far as I know, because I think he was divorced from the first.
Yeah, she was at his memorial.
And had two girls. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, just fucking shitty deal. I was having a fucking rough go of it, and
He was a fucking
said,
warrior,
fuck
dude.
this shit. And
Well, so with that being said, too, like November is actual. I mean, I know we're in December now, but men's mental health awareness, and I think we all can kind of speak on how impactful that is, how much we decide to, bury shit, in the back of the head and compartmentalize a lot of things. But the numbers are way, way, way up, especially in the veteran community and everything that you guys are doing and making sure that we reach out and have guys with a new purpose in life and serving your own community and helping change, politics little by little, pulling little girls out and doing anything and everything that we can. So check on your friends for everybody listening. Give them a phone call. Give them a phone call. Don't fucking even give them a text because a text is pretty easy. And I've had to deal with this recently of a friend that was on the verge, and if I didn't fucking pick up, he'd be dead right now. And unfortunately, he's going back on contract because he can't assimilate, and he doesn't know any better. So for everybody listening, call your friends, check on your friends, and make sure your boys are okay.
Hey, can I say something real quick? And this is not I'm from a civilian standpoint. I've had two guys that were team guys. The one guy we'll talk about off camera. Gold Squadron still active, but not in Gold. He told me, and Greg told me the same thing. Can I share the story? Mm-hmm. After our first weekend at Cook-Off, he was going through, just like every team guy or every veteran in general, when they lose their team. And they get out, and this is when I realized the impact of what just a bunch of drunk fucking cooks can have,
Yeah.
And he walked out after that on the Sunday after that weekend at Houston Rodeo and sat me down. And he goes, "You saved my life." And he's like, "I was going to pull the trigger if, but I've got freaking scrotum. That's the only thing that saved it until you got involved and found another tribe again."
Yeah.
And it's important to have a team around you, to have people you love and people you can trust.
Yeah.
And it's not about what the world tells you what you need to do. It's about people. We can sit around here and get fuck off and drink beer and have a good shit and tell bullshit. But at the end of the day, we're going to wake up and take care of our shit tomorrow. But you need that influence around you, and you need a tribe around you. And so I think that's a pretty impactful thing, even as a civilian, that you can provide that support for guys that have come out and gone through shit that y'all have gone through that we didn't go through, and so, hey, man.
I know we're dragging this on, but this is a very important thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And
And
that
everybody-
was me that he's talking about.
Yeah.
That was me. So
And
this is
everybody,
after I met you.
yeah, and everybody deals with their shit differently every time.
Yeah.
Like when you guys get out and shit happens. Dudes need a fucking purpose. Guys need fucking good dudes around them. I mean,
Honest dudes.
it's very fucking vindictive when you just seeing the number of fucking guys that in our community or in general, our community, fucking probably as many team guys as I do, and just it's fucking insane how many good fucking dudes have fucking just literally to make it through the amount of training and shit that we've done, and then to just go, you know what, fuck this.
Well, I think that comes back to that sense of purpose.
No, that's what I'm saying, and
100%.
it's kind of a fucking gut check, and it's a reality check to like how much guys go through to finally just go, man, I'm fucking done.
Yeah. I buried 12 during combat and 35 to suicide.
Since.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
And there was a point in time there for a while when I got out in 2013, every month was another phone call. And they were fucking guys I never expected. But even if you're a civilian, even if you're not a team guy, I mean, I'm not, it's like fucking build a sense of community.
Yeah.
Jump into outreach programs.
Everybody's
like,
got a role to play.
help kids, like help our generation.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
And the dads that were civilians that might be going through some stuff that we connect with, it's like, dude, nothing you tell me I haven't either seen or I've done myself. There's no judgment here. Trust me.
Yeah.
If you're not like touching a kid or doing something fucked up, it's like, probably done it, dude. Like, been there and grow from it. So,
Yeah.
boys, thank you so much. I know we're trying to wrap up, but no,
Yeah.
this is very meaningful. Thank you for having
Yeah, I
us.
appreciate
Cheers,
it.
Yeah,
guys.
thanks
Thanks
for
for
having us.
appreciate y'all having us,
Yeah.
guys.
Great
This,
time.
this toast is falling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Fallen Brothers.
Thank you. I think we have a good future ahead of us, man.
Yeah. Appreciate
If
you guys
you're
coming
listening
on.
to this and you're on the edge, reach out to your boys, reach out to us, and dude, find a sense of purpose. I've been there. It's tough, but there is hope at the end of the road. It's a long-term solution to a short-term problem. So that's it.
And make yourself available to guys that may not need help.
Yeah, and then honestly, I mean, to 300 Justice Road, let's try to figure out how to keep America safe, how to keep our kids safe.
Or how to help out
Or how to
vets.
help-
Reach
help
out to us,
Americans.
dude. We're happy to
Yeah.
bring them on the
Protect
team.
homeland, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's our duty now, right?
Yeah.
The wars are over, and they were all bullshit.
Yeah.
But the war domestically is not.
Yeah.
No.
So
Here, here.
just stand hard and slit throats.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah.
All right, everybody.
gents.
Hey, like, subscribe, leave us comments, and check us out on Patreon.
Sweet.
Peace.